Have you ever felt that certain experiences in your life were too profound, too sacred, to share with others? Perhaps you've sensed that revealing these things could jeopardize their power, their purpose. You're not alone. The spiritual journey is one of immense depth, and along the way, God entrusts each of us with unique secrets, divine gifts that must be protected with great care. These are not ordinary revelations, but keys to your destiny, treasures that are uniquely tied to your purpose in this world. What I'm about to share with you is not common knowledge. It's a powerful spiritual truth. This truth can transform your perspective, safeguard your destiny, and equip you with the wisdom to navigate life's challenges. Ignore this wisdom, and you risk losing the very essence of what God has placed within you. Stay with me until the end, because these insights have the potential to change everything. Each of us carries something extraordinary, something deeply personal that God has placed in our hearts. This isn't just an idea or a dream, it's a divine imprint, a sacred mission crafted for your life alone. But here's the critical truth. Not everything God reveals to you is meant to be shared. Some things are meant to remain hidden, protected from the eyes and ears of others who may not understand their significance. Have you ever shared a dream or plan with someone, only to feel a sense of regret or loss afterward? Perhaps you noticed that after you spoke about it, the opportunities seemed to vanish, or the enthusiasm you once felt began to wane. This is not mere coincidence. It is a spiritual principle in action. The things God places in your life are powerful, but their power diminishes when exposed to the wrong environment. Jesus himself modeled this wisdom. Throughout his ministry, he often told people not to reveal his miracles prematurely. He understood the importance of timing and the dangers of exposing divine truths to those who were not ready to receive them. In the same way, God calls us to protect the secrets he places within us. Silence is not weakness, it is wisdom. It is a divine strategy, a sacred act of preservation that allows what God has placed within you to grow without interference. When God entrusts you with something sacred, a revelation, a vision, or a dream, it is not just a gift, but a piece of his divine plan for your life. This treasure is meant to be guarded with care, protected from the premature exposure that could weaken its potential. Silence becomes your shield, a fortress that safeguards the precious seeds of purpose God has sown in your heart. Proverbs 11:13 reminds us, "A trustworthy person keeps a secret." This is more than mere advice. It is a spiritual principle that reflects God's wisdom. By keeping silent about the sacred, you create a safe space for his work to unfold in his perfect timing. Silence is not about concealing the truth, but about preserving it until it is strong enough to withstand the scrutiny and challenges of the world. Imagine a seed planted deep in fertile soil. If the soil is disturbed or the seed exposed to harsh winds before its time, it cannot take root and will wither. In the same way, the dreams and insights God gives you must be nurtured in the quietness of your heart. It is in this sacred silence that your purpose finds strength and stability, growing unseen until it is ready to flourish. Silence is not the absence of action, but the presence of trust. It is an act of faith, a declaration that you believe God's plan is worth waiting for. When you choose to guard what is sacred, you align yourself with his wisdom and prepare the way for his perfect will to be revealed. When we speak too freely about what God has entrusted to us, we expose our divine gifts to risks that can hinder their growth. Envy, doubt, and opposition are often unintended consequences of sharing sacred matters with the wrong audience. Not everyone around you will understand or value the dreams, visions, and purposes God has placed within you. While some may offer support, others, whether through ignorance or malice, can sabotage what you are building. Even well-meaning individuals might fail to comprehend the depth of your calling, leading to misunderstandings or discouragement. Discernment is essential in guarding what is sacred. Before sharing anything significant, take a moment to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, is this the right person to hear this? Is this the right time to share? Does this glorify God, Or is it simply to satisfy my desire for validation? If the answer to any of these questions is no, it is better to remain silent. Silence is not about withholding for fear, but about protecting for wisdom. Keeping spiritual secrets is an act of faith and obedience. It shows that you trust God's timing and His ability to reveal what is necessary at the right moment. By choosing not to expose what is sacred prematurely, you honor the trust God has placed in you. Protecting your spiritual insights and dreams is not selfish. It is a way of stewarding the divine gifts given to you. Through prayer and discernment, you can align your actions with God's purpose, ensuring that what He has entrusted to you grows strong and flourishes in the fullness of His plan. God often works in the unseen, orchestrating His plans in ways that are beyond human comprehension. His movements are quiet yet profound, and they often unfold in the secret places of our lives. In Matthew 6:6, Jesus emphasizes this principle of secrecy when He says, "Your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you." While this teaching is often applied to prayer, its wisdom extends to every aspect of our spiritual journey. The work that is done in silence, away from the eyes of others, is not only protected, but also blessed by God. When you choose to protect what is sacred, you create an environment where God can operate freely. By shielding your dreams and plans from premature exposure, you prevent the interference of negative energies, doubts, and opposition that could derail their development. This act of preservation is not about living in fear. It is about living with wisdom, intention, and trust in God's timing. Consider the imagery of a masterpiece being painted. The artist does not display the unfinished work to the public but keeps it in the studio, refining it until it is ready to be revealed. In the same way, your sacred dreams and spiritual growth are works in progress, best nurtured in the safety of secrecy until God's perfect moment for unveiling arrives. Living with this wisdom requires discernment and faith. It is a declaration that you trust God's ways over human approval and that you value His plans above the urge to share prematurely. When you guard what is sacred, you not only protect it, but also honor the divine work God is doing in your life, allowing it to flourish in the fullness of His blessing. In our spiritual journey, not everything needs to be explained or shared. Some things are best kept between you and God. Before you speak, pause and pray. Reflect on whether sharing serves God's purpose or merely satisfies your desire for validation. Silence, when used wisely, is a powerful weapon. It preserves your energy and allows God to fight battles on your behalf. By withholding unnecessary details, you shield what is sacred from scrutiny and potential harm. When people ask probing questions about your plans or personal life, respond with grace, but avoid overexposure. Redirect conversations away from sensitive topics, learning the art of speaking less while still maintaining meaningful connections. To strengthen this practice, rely on prayer as your ultimate shield. Prayer connects you to divine wisdom and grants you discernment about what to share and with whom. Before revealing anything significant, bring it to God first. Seek His guidance and protection with a simple prayer. Lord, guide my words and my actions. Help me to discern what should be shared and what should be kept in my heart. Protect the gifts and revelations you have entrusted to me, and let them flourish in your timing. Amen prayer not only offers clarity but also fortifies your spirit, ensuring that your actions align with God's plan. Equally important is discerning who should be part of your trusted circle. Not everyone in your life is meant to hear your secrets or understand your journey. Build relationships with individuals who are spiritually aligned with you, those who genuinely celebrate your victories and support your struggles without envy or negativity. Pay attention to how others respond to your successes. Do they uplift you, or do they plant doubts and fears? Regularly evaluate your relationships, making adjustments as necessary to protect your energy and focus. Surrounding yourself with the right people ensures that your spiritual journey remains strong and unshaken, aligned with God's purpose for your life. When we speak carelessly or out of turn, we unintentionally open doors for spiritual attacks. Words are powerful. They can create or destroy, build up or tear down. The Bible clearly warns us in Proverbs 18:21, "The tongue has the power of life and death." This means that what we say has the ability to shape outcomes, influence circumstances, and even impact the trajectory of our purpose. Careless words, spoken without discernment, can create vulnerabilities, exposing our sacred dreams and plans to envy, doubt, and even active opposition. Consider the times you've shared something precious, a vision, a goal, or a deeply personal revelation, only to face unexpected challenges or feelings of betrayal. Perhaps you noticed that the excitement you once felt for the dream began to fade, or obstacles seemed to arise from nowhere. These moments, though painful, are not failures but lessons. God uses them to teach us the importance of guarding what is sacred. Every revelation entrusted to you by God is precious, like a fragile seed. If exposed prematurely, it may not withstand the harsh elements of misunderstanding, criticism, or spiritual attacks. These experiences are meant to strengthen your discernment and remind you that not everyone around you is equipped to handle or support the weight of what God is doing in your life. By learning to speak with intentionality, you safeguard your purpose and honor God's work within you. Before sharing, pause and ask yourself, will this glorify God? Is this the right person? Is this the right time? When in doubt, choose silence. Trust that God will reveal your purpose to the right people at the right time. Guarding the sacred is not about fear, but about stewarding the gifts and plans He has entrusted to you with wisdom and faith. Loneliness is often perceived as a heavy burden, a void that feels isolating and unwelcome. However, in God's hands, loneliness can become a profound, divine gift. In moments of solitude, when the noise of the world is silenced, God's voice becomes most clear. These quiet times are not periods of abandonment, but intentional seasons where He draws us closer to Himself. It is in these still moments that God strengthens our faith, refines our character, and prepares us for the purpose He has set before us. When you feel alone, remember that God's presence has not left you. Instead, He may be protecting you, shielding you from distractions, harmful influences, or relationships that could derail your journey. Just as Jesus often withdrew to solitary places to pray and commune with the Father, we too can find these times of solitude to be opportunities for spiritual renewal. Rather than viewing loneliness as emptiness, embrace it as sacred space where God is at work within you. These seasons are not setbacks, but setups for growth, clarity, and alignment with His will. Trust that even in loneliness, He is shaping you for the greater plans that lie ahead. The secret God has entrusted to you is far more than a mission. It is your greatest weapon, a sacred and intimate connection between you and the Creator. This divine secret is not merely an idea or vision. It is a treasure, carrying the very essence of your calling and identity in Him. Protecting this secret is not about fear or isolation. It is an act of profound faith. It declares that you trust God's timing and His perfect plan above the pressure to seek human validation or immediate results. When you choose to guard what is sacred, you allow God to work freely in the unseen. You create space for Him to perform miracles, to build and strengthen what He has placed within you without interference. Silence becomes the soil where divine seeds grow, nurtured in the quiet until they are ready to bloom. What you protect in faith today will be revealed in glory tomorrow, in God's perfect time and way. This sacred stewardship is a reminder that you are co-laboring with God, honoring His trust in you by guarding the gifts He has given. Trust that His plan is always greater than what you can see. By protecting your secret, you position yourself for the fulfillment of His purpose, allowing Him to unveil it at the moment when it will shine the brightest and bring the greatest impact. Let this be a testament to your faith. God's timing is never late, and His promises are always worth the wait. Chosen one, you are part of something far greater than yourself, a divine purpose woven into the fabric of your being. The secret you carry within you is not a coincidence or an accident. It is proof of your unique calling in this world, a sacred responsibility that reflects God's profound trust in you. This is not just a task or a mission, but a divine treasure entrusted to your care, one that holds the potential to impact lives and fulfill God's perfect plan. Guard it well, for in doing so, you align yourself with His will and open the door to miracles you cannot yet imagine. Every challenge you've faced, every moment of solitude, and even every betrayal has been part of God's meticulous preparation. These experiences, though painful at times, were not without purpose. They have refined you, strengthened your character, and taught you the value of protecting what is sacred. Through the trials, God has equipped you with wisdom and discernment, building a spiritual resilience that ensures you can carry the weight of your calling. Embrace these moments as essential steps in your journey. Each trial has been a lesson, a reminder that what God has placed within you is worth safeguarding. Trust in His plan, for He is working through every experience to prepare you for a future beyond your greatest dreams. As you guard this sacred trust, know that you are part of something eternal, something far greater than what the eyes can see, and that God's plans for you are always good and perfect. The secret God has placed within you is not ordinary, it is extraordinary. Protect it with wisdom, nurture it with prayer, and trust in God's timing. By doing so, you honor the divine purpose over your life and position yourself for the fulfillment of His promises. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever felt the need to protect something sacred in your life? Share your experiences in the comments below. Let's build a community of support and encouragement for all who are walking this spiritual journey. If this message resonated with you, like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content that uplifts and inspires. And remember, what is revealed without preparation can be destroyed, but what is kept with wisdom becomes an eternal strength. Protect your divine secret, and trust that God's plan for your life is unfolding perfectly. Stay blessed, chosen one. Wealth doesn't come as a polite knock at the door. It storms into your life, flips your world upside down, and demands, "Were you truly ready for me?" Many crave financial abundance, yet few are truly prepared to handle its weight, its chaos, and its responsibility. Let's begin with this sobering truth. 95% of lottery winners are broke within 5 years. Why? Because wealth doesn't just upgrade your bank account, it magnifies everything: your mindset, habits, relationships, and beliefs. The universe doesn't send wealth to test your luck. It sends wealth to test your readiness. If you are among the chosen ones, you'll know this journey isn't just about accumulating numbers on a screen. It's about evolving into the kind of person who can withstand, sustain, and multiply abundance. So, buckle up, chosen ones. The path to true wealth isn't paved with comfort. It's messy, challenging, and transformative. Let's explore the 12 ways sudden wealth tests you, shapes you, and ultimately calls you into a greater version of yourself. Wealth rarely arrives as a gift wrapped in silk and gold. It comes disguised as chaos, a force that disrupts the ordinary and demands that you transform. The time before a breakthrough often feels like life is unraveling, messy, overwhelming, and even painful. That discomfort, however, is not random or cruel. It is a deliberate process. It's the universe reshaping you, testing you, and molding you into someone capable of carrying the weight of abundance. You don't stumble upon true wealth. You grow into it. At first, this chaos feels unfair. Life may feel heavier than ever before. Relationships strained, routines shaken, and habits questioned. But here's the truth. Not everything or everyone in your life can come with you to the next level. Wealth is not just about having more, it's about becoming more. It forces you to confront what's holding you back and shines an unflinching spotlight on areas of your life that you may have ignored, avoided, or justified. If you lack discipline, wealth will expose it. Suddenly, the money you crave will reveal that impulsive habits and poor self-control have far-reaching consequences. If your relationships are toxic or unbalanced, the stakes will rise. Wealth magnifies everything: envy, entitlement, and hidden resentments that once lay dormant. People who seemed supportive may now show their true colors, and unhealthy connections will become impossible to ignore. If you are indecisive or timid, sudden wealth will paralyze you. New opportunities and decisions will come fast, and hesitation could cost you everything. This is why the discomfort you feel is not punishment, it's preparation. It's life pushing you to grow into someone who can sustain abundance, not just attract it. Too often, people assume that wealth will magically fix their problems, but the opposite is true. Money magnifies your strengths, yes, but also your weaknesses. The habits, mindsets, and patterns that you currently allow will become glaringly obvious, and their consequences far more costly. Many give up during this phase because they mistake struggle for failure. They think the chaos means they're on the wrong path. But here's the profound reality. This struggle is evidence that you are being stretched into your greater self. It's the universe asking, are you ready for what you say you want? Can you handle it? Because the truth is, wealth without preparation won't stay. Lottery winners lose it all because they were never made ready to hold it. It isn't the windfall that matters. It's the capacity to sustain it. So, when life feels like it's falling apart, resist the urge to panic. It might just be falling into place. This uncomfortable phase is where you are strengthened. It's where you shed the old version of yourself, the undisciplined habits, toxic connections, and small thinking, and begin to step into the person who can carry the abundance that's waiting for you. Wealth demands growth, and this chaos is your initiation. Trust it, embrace it, and most importantly, keep going. Your breakthrough isn't far off. It's just on the other side of this discomfort. Wealth changes everything, especially the way people perceive you. It transforms you from just another person into someone with resources, influence, and perceived power. And that shift is rarely neutral. It attracts admiration, curiosity, and yes, resentment. The tricky part? Not everyone who enters your life after wealth arrives comes with good intentions, and discerning the difference becomes one of your greatest challenges. Some people will genuinely celebrate your success, cheering for you with hearts full of joy and pride. They see your growth as proof that dreams are possible, and that hard work pays off. These are the people who add light to your journey. But others will approach you with motives wrapped in layers of flattery or guilt. Opportunists who disguise themselves as friends, lovers, or even advisors. Their smiles are wide, their words are sweet, but their intentions are self-serving. What makes this shift even more complicated is that the people closest to you, family, old friends, or trusted confidants, may also begin to act differently. Not because you've changed, but because your success has shone a light on their insecurities or unmet ambitions. Suddenly, they may question your decisions, withdraw from you, or make passive-aggressive comments that sting. Relationships you once thought unshakable might feel fragile under the weight of unspoken tension. It's not always malicious. Sometimes it's fear or confusion, as they try to reconcile who you were with who you're becoming. This is where discernment becomes your most valuable tool. Wealth demands that you protect not only your money but your energy, boundaries, and peace. Redefining access is difficult, especially when it involves people you love. But remember this: losing certain connections is often the price of gaining something greater. It's not about abandoning people, but about making space for relationships that align with the version of yourself you're evolving into. Sudden wealth doesn't just change your financial status. It amplifies your deepest beliefs about money, for better or worse. If you've ever thought that money is evil, or believed you're undeserving of financial abundance, those thoughts won't vanish when wealth arrives. Instead, they'll rise to the surface, louder and more persistent than ever, subtly shaping your actions and decisions. If you feel guilty about having more than others, you may unconsciously sabotage yourself, spending recklessly, giving it all away, or making poor decisions until the money disappears. If you view money as something fleeting, you'll hoard it in fear, never fully enjoying or leveraging it because you're terrified it could vanish at any moment. And if you've grown up believing that wealth corrupts people or turns them into something bad, you may reject it altogether, finding ways to push it away or avoiding opportunities that could lead to more abundance. These beliefs operate like invisible scripts, running silently in the background, dictating your relationship with money without you realizing it. Wealth becomes a mirror that reflects these unhealed wounds, fears, and limiting thoughts back to you. It forces you to confront not just what you have, but who you are and what you believe. The good news? Once these beliefs are brought to light, they lose their power over you. Awareness is the first step to transformation. You can begin to reframe your relationship with money, seeing it not as a source of guilt, fear, or corruption, but as a tool for freedom, empowerment, and impact. Money itself isn't good or bad, it's neutral. It simply amplifies what's already within you. The real work isn't earning wealth, it's mastering your mindset so you can use money to create a life of purpose, abundance, and fulfillment. Wealth doesn't just change your circumstances, it fundamentally shifts your identity. Suddenly, you're no longer seen as just you. You become the person with money, someone others view through the lens of expectations, assumptions, and even judgments. The way the world interacts with you changes, and so must the way you navigate it. People will say, "You've changed," often as though it's an accusation. But here's the reality: you must change. Elevation demands transformation. You cannot operate with the same habits, routines, or mindsets that served you before if you wish to thrive at this new level. Growth requires shedding the old patterns, limiting beliefs, and even parts of your former self that no longer align with where you're going. But this evolution isn't easy. Staying true to your values while embracing the transformation wealth brings is one of the greatest challenges you'll face. People who once cheered you on might begin to grow distant. Family and friends who were pillars of support may feel left behind or begin to question whether they still have a place in your life. Envy, judgment, and whispered criticisms become unexpected shadows of your success, and they can sting. The real test lies in deciding who you become. You are allowed to change. It's a natural and necessary part of growth. The key is ensuring that your transformation aligns with your purpose and values, not external pressures or expectations. Wealth doesn't have to alienate you from your authenticity. Instead, it can be an opportunity to deepen it, to become an even greater version of yourself. So, when others say, "You've changed," take it as a sign that you're growing. Let their words remind you that transformation is not only inevitable, but necessary. What matters is that the person you're becoming is someone you're proud of. When sudden wealth arrives, it often brings a rush of adrenaline and a surge of excitement. The initial instinct might be to celebrate, spend freely, or announce your newfound success to the world. While the desire to enjoy and share your blessing is natural, acting too quickly can lead to impulsive decisions that turn your gift into a burden. Wealth has the power to elevate, but only when approached with wisdom and intentionality. This is where the strategic pause becomes your greatest superpower. Before making any major decisions, take a step back. Breathe. Allow yourself the space to process this dramatic shift in your reality. Rushing into action, whether it's buying lavish things, investing in unvetted opportunities, or sharing the news widely, can expose you to unnecessary risks, pressure, and even hidden agendas from others. Instead, use this pause to reflect deeply. Ask yourself, what are my true goals? What priorities matter most in this new chapter of my life? What steps will ensure this wealth doesn't just bring short-term joy, but lasting impact? Announcing your fortune too early can invite unwanted attention and unsolicited advice, often from people who may not have your best interests at heart. Silence in these early stages is your strongest ally. It gives you time to think clearly and avoid external noise while crafting a strategy that aligns with your long-term vision. Surround yourself with trusted professionals, financial advisors, attorneys, and mentors who can help you navigate the complexities of wealth. Their guidance can protect you from pitfalls and help you build a solid foundation for your financial future. Remember, The pause isn't about denying yourself the joy of your success. It's about ensuring every move you make is intentional, aligned, and built for sustainability. In that stillness, clarity emerges, and with clarity comes the power to turn your blessing into a lasting legacy. Wealth introduces a new reality, one that demands skills far beyond what most people possess when they first receive it. Managing a fortune isn't anything like managing a paycheck. While a paycheck might require basic budgeting, sudden wealth requires you to master the complexities of taxes, investments, legal protections, and strategic financial planning. Without the right knowledge, even a large fortune can disappear as quickly as it arrived. Sudden wealth exposes the gaps in your financial understanding. Ask yourself, do I know how to identify a solid investment versus a scam? Can I confidently negotiate with professionals to protect your interests? Am I emotionally prepared to navigate the relational complexities wealth brings, such as envy, entitlement, or opportunism? The harsh reality is that many people are caught off guard by how quickly wealth can complicate their lives. From confusing tax codes to fraudulent schemes, the stakes are higher, and the consequences of mistakes are far more significant. The good news? These gaps aren't permanent. Sudden wealth doesn't just test you. It also offers an opportunity to learn and grow into the kind of person who can protect and multiply abundance. Commit to education. Take courses on financial literacy. Read books about wealth management, and surround yourself with experts you trust. Financial advisors, tax specialists, and attorneys who can guide you through unfamiliar territory. Learn to ask the right questions, seek clarity in every transaction, and advocate for yourself. Wealth will not protect itself. To sustain it, you must rise to meet its demands. Approach this chapter with humility and a willingness to grow, and you'll gain not only the skills to protect your fortune, but also the wisdom to use it to its fullest potential. Success acts like a spotlight, illuminating your achievements for the world to see. But that light doesn't just highlight your growth. It also casts shadows on the insecurities, doubts, and unmet ambitions of others. While some people will cheer you on with genuine excitement, celebrating your rise as a testament to what's possible, others will respond with resentment, envy, or veiled criticism. You might hear whispers of, "It must be nice," or comments that subtly imply you didn't deserve your success, that it came too easily, or that you've somehow forgotten where you came from. Here's the truth. These reactions aren't about you. They're about them. Your success becomes a mirror, reflecting back the unfulfilled dreams, stagnant ambitions, or unrealized potential of those around you. It forces people to confront their own choices, and not everyone is ready for that level of self-awareness. What makes this particularly painful is that the negativity often comes from the people you trusted the most: family, friends, or colleagues you once relied on for support. Their discomfort or distance can feel personal, but it's a reflection of their internal struggles, not your actions. Remember this: you didn't change for the worse. You grew. Growth is necessary, and with it comes change. But change isn't always easy for others to accept, especially when your transformation reminds them of the areas in their own lives they've ignored or avoided. Do not dim your light to make others comfortable. Your success is something you've earned through effort, resilience, and perseverance. The right people, the ones who truly care about you, will celebrate your growth and cheer for your continued rise. As for the rest, they will either learn to adapt or fade away. Stay true to yourself and never apologize for the progress you've made. You've earned it. Wealth is so much more than just numbers on a bank statement. True wealth is about energy, the ability to use resources to shape your life in ways that align with your deepest values and aspirations. It's about creating freedom, the freedom to buy back your time, focus on what truly matters, and design a life that reflects who you are and what you stand for. When you understand wealth this way, it stops being about accumulation and starts being about purpose. At its core, wealth gives you leverage, the power to choose. You can invest in meaningful relationships, pursue your passions, and support causes close to your heart. It allows you to build a legacy that goes beyond material possessions, one rooted in impact and transformation. But here's the catch. If you only chase money for the sake of having more, you risk falling into a relentless cycle of dissatisfaction. The chase for more becomes a treadmill, leaving you exhausted but unfulfilled. Instead, wealth becomes truly meaningful when you treat it as a tool to create impact not only for yourself but for your loved ones and the world around you. It's about making choices that uplift, empower, and inspire. Whether it's building opportunities for others, spending more time with family, or pursuing dreams you once thought were out of reach, wealth is the energy that makes those possibilities real. If this message resonates with you, we'd love to hear your thoughts. What does true wealth mean to you? Share your perspective in the comments below. We value your insights and experiences. And if you found this video inspiring, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join our growing community. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. In less than 24 hours, your life could take a breathtaking turn, a moment so profound it leaves you speechless. The very fact that you're here, reading these words right now, is no coincidence. You were guided to this exact moment by forces you might not fully understand yet, but trust, they've been patiently waiting for you to arrive. Don't question why, just feel it. Something deep within you knows this is the turning point you've been waiting for. Before moving forward, take one simple step. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and type 77 in the comments below. This act isn't just symbolic, it's a signal to the universe that you're ready for the shift. Because as you delve deeper into this journey, layer by layer, chapter by chapter, the one truth that will align everything in your life will finally reveal itself. If you feel a strange mix of excitement and trepidation, that's good. It means you're standing at the edge of something extraordinary. Keep going. This is your time. Let's begin. Tonight, as the world around you grows quiet, something extraordinary begins to stir. Beyond the surface of what you see and hear, an intricate tapestry of energy is being woven, just out of reach. It doesn't matter where you are, whether in a bustling city apartment or a serene home nestled by the forest, this unseen force is calling out to you. This moment is not random. You've been chosen, not by chance, but by a higher intelligence that sees in you something you've yet to recognize in yourself. Tomorrow, as the first light of dawn touches the earth, a shift will take place. You'll feel it, not just in your mind, but in the depths of your soul. But first, you must awaken to a truth that has always been there. You are more than the world has told you. Think back to the times you've doubted yourself. Remember the quiet whispers that told you, you're not enough. You're not special. You don't have what it takes. Those voices were lies, illusions created by a world that thrives on limitation. Society has conditioned you to play small, to believe in boundaries that don't actually exist. You've lived within the narrow confines of what you thought was possible, unaware of the vastness that lies just beyond. Now, close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Imagine a golden ember glowing faintly at the center of your chest. With each breath, feel it grow brighter, warmer, more alive. This light represents your inner essence, your untapped power. Tomorrow, this ember will ignite into a radiant flame, and the life you've always dreamed of will begin to unfold. As you drift to sleep tonight, hold on to this feeling. You're not just awakening to a new day. You're awakening to a new existence. Imagine the universe as a grand, infinite loom, weaving together the threads of every life, every choice, and every dream. This vast, living tapestry hums with an ancient rhythm, connecting galaxies and hearts alike. And at the center of this masterpiece is your thread, unique, vibrant, and essential. Tomorrow, a rare convergence will take place. Your thread will glow with a brilliance you've never seen before, as though the hand of the divine is pointing directly at you. But to fully embrace this moment, you need to understand something profound. Your past was never random. Every heartbreak, every setback, every triumph has prepared you for what's coming. The pain taught you resilience. The failures taught you perseverance. The love taught you hope. Now, as the energy around you shifts, all of these lessons are ready to merge into a new understanding of who you are. Picture yourself standing before the cosmic tapestry. Find your thread. See its color, its vibration, its unique place within the greater design. Affirm to yourself, I am part of something greater. My life has meaning. I choose to embrace my purpose. The universe doesn't work in isolation. Your awakening isn't just about you. It's about the ripple effect your transformation will have on the world. As you step into your purpose, you inspire others to do the same. Tomorrow, when the light shines on your thread, it will illuminate not just your path, but countless others connected to you. It's a humbling thought, isn't it? The idea that something divine might be working through you. We grow up believing that the extraordinary is reserved for saints, prophets, or mythical heroes. But here's the truth. You are just as extraordinary. The voice of the divine has always been within you, waiting for you to listen. It speaks in the quiet moments, when your mind is still and your heart is open. Tomorrow, this voice will become unmistakable, a clear, guiding force that will show you exactly what you need to do. If you're skeptical, that's okay. Healthy doubt is natural, but understand this: the universe is more vast and complex than logic alone can grasp. By opening yourself to the possibility of divine guidance, you allow miracles to unfold in your life. Take a moment now. Close your eyes and ask yourself, what do I need to know right now? Don't force an answer. Just listen. Maybe a word will float into your mind. Maybe a memory will surface, or a feeling will stir in your chest. This is how the divine speaks. Softly, subtly, but unmistakably. Tomorrow, as you move through your day, pay attention. The guidance will come in many forms. A chance encounter, a meaningful coincidence, or a sudden burst of clarity. Trust these moments. They are the universe's way of saying, you're on the right path. Here we are, at the heart of it all. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Everything we've explored, the shift, the tapestry, the guidance, culminates in one simple yet profound truth. To receive the life you desire, you must first release what no longer serves you. Think of your life as a room. Over the years, you've filled it with furniture, beliefs, habits, fears, and grudges. Some of it has been useful, but much of it has become clutter, blocking the light and weighing you down. If you want to invite new energy, new opportunities, and new love into your life, you have to clear the space. What do you need to release? Is it a belief that you're not good enough? A fear of failure? A resentment that's been festering for years? Whatever it is, picture it now. Imagine placing it in a small box. Seal the box, and then hand it over to the universe. Feel the weight lift from your shoulders. Releasing isn't just an act of letting go. It's an act of faith. It's trusting that what's waiting for you is far greater than anything you've left behind. Tomorrow, as the universe's energy converges, this act of release will create a vacuum, and the universe will rush to fill it with light, abundance, and love. With the space you've cleared, you now have the fertile ground needed to plant new seeds. Seeds of abundance, gratitude, and limitless possibility. This is where transformation begins to truly take shape. Your beliefs are the blueprint of your reality. They influence how you see the world and how the world responds to you. If you cling to beliefs of scarcity and limitation, you'll find evidence of lack everywhere you look. But if you choose to embrace the idea of abundance, your eyes will open to opportunities and blessings in every corner of life. Start by challenging the beliefs you've carried with you. Ask yourself, are these truly mine? Were they born from my own experiences, or have I inherited them from others, family, society, or past circumstances? Often, we hold on to limiting ideas simply because we've never questioned them. Now is the time to let those outdated notions go and replace them with beliefs that empower and uplift you. Take this moment to consciously rewrite your story. Write down new beliefs that align with the life you want to create. Say them out loud, and feel the power of those words as they settle into your mind. For example, replace "I'm not good enough" with "I am worthy of every good thing life has to offer." Replace "opportunities never come my way" with "I attract opportunities effortlessly." As you speak these affirmations, visualize them taking root, growing stronger with each repetition. Gratitude will be your greatest ally in this process. Gratitude isn't just an emotion. It's a transformative practice that shifts your focus from what's missing to what's present, from lack to abundance. It opens your heart, raises your vibration, and signals to the universe that you're ready to receive more of life's blessings. Before you sleep tonight, take a few moments to reflect on your day. Write down 3 things you're grateful for, no matter how big or small. Maybe it's the smile of a loved one, the warmth of your bed, or the simple pleasure of a good meal. Let yourself feel the fullness of that gratitude. Savor it. This simple practice not only brings you peace in the moment, but also reprograms your mind to notice and appreciate the good in your life. Over time, this focus on gratitude will attune you to life's inherent abundance. You'll start to see opportunities you once overlooked, connections you once dismissed, and paths you once thought impossible. The world will begin to reflect back the positivity and openness you're cultivating within yourself. Planting these seeds of belief and gratitude is not a one-time effort. It's a daily practice. Each time you affirm your worth, focus on abundance, or express gratitude, you strengthen the foundation of your transformation. With patience and consistency, these seeds will grow into a life filled with more joy, fulfillment, and endless possibilities than you ever thought possible. Trust in this process. You're creating a reality that reflects your highest potential. Transformation isn't a single dramatic event. It's a journey of continuous intentional practice. It doesn't happen in one grand moment of change, but unfolds in the small, consistent actions you take every day. Like planting a seed and tending it with care, your growth requires patience, nurturing, and time. To begin, focus on manageable steps that ground your intentions in the rhythm of daily life. Start small. Begin each morning with just 5 minutes of stillness. Sit quietly, breathe deeply, and center yourself in the present moment. Let the silence be a space where your mind settles, your body relaxes, and your spirit reconnects with its purpose. In this stillness, visualize the person you're becoming. Picture yourself confident, joyful, and aligned with your highest aspirations. This simple act of mindfulness sets a powerful tone for the day, creating a foundation of calm and clarity from which you can build. Next, write down your intentions. Take a few moments to articulate what you hope to create, experience, or embody. These intentions don't have to be grand or elaborate. They can be as simple as committing to kindness, focus, or self-compassion. By putting your desires into words, you give them structure, anchoring them in reality, and signaling to the universe that you're ready to bring them to life. Speak affirmations aloud. Choose phrases that resonate with your deepest truth and highest potential, such as, "I am worthy of growth and abundance," or "I welcome opportunities that align with my purpose." As you say these affirmations, let their meaning sink into your consciousness. This practice is more than positive thinking. It's an act of rewiring your mind, replacing old, limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Be patient with yourself. True transformation takes time. There will be days when old patterns resurface or progress feels slow, and that's okay. Remember that every step forward, no matter how small, reinforces the new you. Each time you meditate, set an intention, or repeat an affirmation, you are nurturing the seeds of change. Over time, these habits will weave themselves into the fabric of your life, becoming second nature. As these practices take root, you'll notice subtle shifts. Your perspective will expand, your actions will align more closely with your goals, and your energy will draw opportunities and connections that support your growth. Transformation is not about perfection. It's about persistence. It's about showing up for yourself, day after day, even when it feels challenging. Embrace this journey with grace and curiosity. Let each day be an opportunity to deepen your connection with yourself and the universe. As these habits strengthen, they will anchor your transformation, guiding you toward even greater heights and revealing the limitless potential that has always been within you. Trust the process and let your daily actions carry you steadily toward the life you are destined to create. As the first light of tomorrow dawns, pause and let its gentle warmth wash over you. Close your eyes for a moment and take a deep breath. Feel the air fill your lungs, carrying with it the promise of renewal, of transformation. This is not just another sunrise. It's a turning point, a moment where everything that you've released, affirmed, and intended comes together in harmony. The universe has heard your call, and now it's answering in ways you might not yet comprehend, but will soon feel in the depths of your being. Welcome this day with gratitude. Let your heart swell with appreciation for all that has brought you to this place, the struggles that shaped your strength, the lessons that deepened your wisdom, and the dreams that refused to fade even when the path seemed unclear. Gratitude is your bridge to abundance, a magnetic force that draws blessings toward you. Start small. Thank the sunlight for its warmth, the air for its life-giving energy, the stillness of the moment for its clarity. In doing so, you align yourself with the flow of the universe, a current that carries you toward your highest purpose. Today, pay close attention to the signs. They may come softly, a kind word from a stranger, a number that appears repeatedly, or a song that resonates with a feeling you can't quite name. These are not random. They are whispers from the divine, confirmations that you are walking the right path. Trust them, even if they feel subtle at first, for they will grow clearer and louder as you learn to listen with your heart. Step into the day with an open spirit. Let go of the urge to control or predict every outcome. Instead, move with curiosity and trust, knowing that the groundwork you've laid will guide you. This is the beauty of alignment. When you act from a place of faith and inner clarity, life itself begins to conspire in your favor. Opportunities will appear, solutions will emerge, and a sense of flow will envelop you. What once felt like obstacles may now seem like stepping stones, leading you ever closer to the life you've envisioned. You are not the same person you were yesterday. You've shed the weight of old fears and limitations. You've planted the seeds of intention, nurtured them with faith, and now they are beginning to bloom. Feel the subtle power coursing through you, the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you are ready to embrace whatever the day brings. This is just the beginning of your journey. Tomorrow's light is not just a symbol of renewal. It's a beacon guiding you forward. With every step you take, remember that you are co-creating your destiny. Trust the process, savor the unfolding, and know that the adventure ahead holds more wonder, growth, and joy than you can imagine. This is your moment. Rise to meet it. Not everyone is destined for greatness, but those who are chosen carry a unique mark, a profound sign that distinguishes them from the rest of the world. If you recognize these signs, it may mean you are part of a rare group with a purpose far greater than you could imagine. In this journey, we'll explore 10 distinct signs often associated with those who are spiritually chosen. Each sign unveils a layer of the extraordinary, providing insight into your own spiritual path. As you delve into this list, take a moment to reflect on your experiences. You may find that some of these resonate deeply, sparking realizations about yourself you hadn't yet considered. With that, let's begin this exploration of the chosen ones. Sign 1. Unexplainable synchronicities. One of the most intriguing signs of being chosen is the experience of unexplainable synchronicities. These are moments where life's coincidences seem far too meaningful to be random. For chosen ones, these synchronicities occur with startling frequency, often leaving them in awe of the universe's mysterious interconnectedness. Imagine thinking of a long-lost friend, only to receive a message from them that very day. Or perhaps you repeatedly notice a specific symbol, such as a feather or a specific number, only to later discover its deep spiritual significance in your life. These are the breadcrumbs of the universe, subtle nudges guiding you toward a greater understanding of your life's purpose. Synchronicities go beyond mere chance. They often carry profound messages. For instance, you might encounter the same piece of advice from different sources, books, conversations, or random encounters, until it finally clicks as the guidance you needed for a major decision. Or you might cross paths with people who possess exactly the knowledge, skills, or wisdom to help you at pivotal moments. For chosen ones, these synchronistic moments serve as a compass, steering them toward their destiny. If you find yourself consistently experiencing meaningful coincidences, it could be a sign that you are in tune with the universe's divine orchestration. Sign 2. Heightened empathic abilities. Chosen ones often possess an extraordinary capacity for empathy that sets them apart. This goes far beyond being a good listener or feeling compassion for others. Instead, it manifests as an almost psychic connection to the emotions of those around them. You may find yourself deeply attuned to the feelings of others, absorbing their joy, pain, or anxiety as though it were your own. Walking into a room, you might instantly sense its energy, whether it's tense, joyful, or sorrowful, even before anyone speaks. This heightened sensitivity extends beyond humans. You may feel an inexplicable bond with animals, plants, or even the environment itself. This gift is both a blessing and a challenge. While it allows you to form deep connections and offer solace to others, it can also be overwhelming. Crowded places or emotionally charged environments may drain you, requiring you to retreat and recharge. But with practice, you can harness this ability, turning it into a powerful tool for healing and understanding. Your empathy may lead you to roles where you can make a difference, whether in healthcare, counseling, activism, or simply being a source of comfort to those in need. If you've often felt emotions that don't seem to originate from you, this could be a sign of your empathic nature and your role as a chosen one. Sign 3. Vivid and prophetic dreams. For chosen ones, the realm of dreams is far more than a series of random images. It becomes a gateway to profound messages, warnings, and revelations. These aren't ordinary, forgettable dreams. They are vivid, emotionally charged, and often laden with symbolism. Perhaps you've dreamt of a place you've never visited, only to find yourself there months later. Or maybe you've had conversations in your dreams that later happen word for word in waking life. Some chosen ones even report dreams where they encounter spiritual guides, ancestors, or loved ones who provide wisdom or comfort that lingers long after they wake. Prophetic dreams often speak in metaphors and symbols. For instance, dreaming of a rising sun might signify a new beginning, while a turbulent ocean could reflect emotional challenges ahead. Over time, you may notice patterns in your dreams that align with your life's journey, acting as a spiritual roadmap. If your dreams are becoming increasingly vivid, meaningful, or even lucid, where you are aware and can control the dream, take it as a sign of your spiritual awakening. Pay attention to these nightly messages. They are a bridge between the physical and spiritual realms, guiding you toward greater understanding. Sign 4. Communication with spirit guides. One of the most profound signs of being chosen is the ability to communicate with spirit guides, beings from the spiritual realm that offer support and guidance. This isn't about seeing ghosts or hearing voices. It's a subtle, deeply personal connection that evolves over time. You might start by sensing a presence around you during moments of introspection or meditation. Over time, this connection may develop into receiving clear impressions, messages, or intuitive insights. These communications can come in various forms: unexpected thoughts, vivid imagery, physical sensations, or even serendipitous events that answer your unspoken questions. Spirit guides may present themselves during times of need, offering comfort, clarity, or wisdom. They might guide you toward important decisions or help you navigate challenges, always respecting your free will. For chosen ones, this connection is a sacred responsibility, requiring grounding, discernment, and a commitment to spiritual growth. If you've felt the presence of guiding forces in your life, it's a sign of your unique role as a bridge between the physical and spiritual realms. Sign 5. The ability to see auras. The ability to perceive auras, the energy field surrounding living beings, is a rare and remarkable gift. If you're a chosen one with this ability, you might start noticing subtle colors or outlines around people, animals, or even plants. These auras often reflect the emotional, physical, and spiritual state of the individual. For instance, vibrant blue might indicate calmness and peace, while murky gray could signal illness or distress. At first, you may dismiss these perceptions as tricks of the light, but over time, patterns will emerge that affirm their authenticity. This ability offers profound insight into the emotional, physical, and spiritual well-being of others, allowing you to perceive their inner states and provide meaningful guidance and support. By sensing energy fields, you can often identify unspoken needs, hidden emotions, or areas of imbalance that others may not even realize themselves. However, this heightened sensitivity can also be overwhelming, particularly in crowded or chaotic environments where multiple energy fields converge. The abundance of overlapping vibrations can feel disorienting or draining, making it essential to practice grounding and protective techniques to maintain balance while continuing to use your gift effectively. Sign 6. Inexplicable physical sensations. Chosen ones often experience physical sensations that seem to defy logical explanation, offering a profound connection between the body and the spiritual realm. These sensations may manifest as tingling in the hands or feet, a warm or glowing sensation in the chest, or a buzzing or vibrating feeling in the forehead, particularly in the area associated with the third eye. These experiences are not random but are often tied to moments of spiritual significance, such as during deep meditation, heartfelt prayer, or sudden moments of clarity and realization. One of the most common interpretations of these sensations is that they signal the activation of spiritual energy within the body. This could include the awakening of Kundalini energy, often described as a coiled energy at the base of the spine that rises through the chakras, or energy centers in the body. Similarly, the buzzing in the forehead may indicate the opening or activation of the third eye chakra, a center of intuition, insight, and spiritual perception. These physical experiences serve as confirmations from your body that you are in alignment with higher spiritual frequencies. While they can feel startling or unfamiliar at first, they are typically positive indicators of spiritual growth and awakening. Paying close attention to these sensations can help you recognize when you are entering a heightened state of awareness or receiving divine guidance. It's important to embrace these signs with curiosity and openness, rather than fear. Grounding techniques such as deep breathing, mindfulness, or spending time in nature can help you process and integrate these sensations. Over time, you may come to see them as invaluable tools, offering subtle yet powerful guidance on your spiritual journey and strengthening your connection to the divine. These physical cues are not just signs, they are invitations to deepen your awareness and trust in the unfolding of your spiritual path. Sign 7. Frequent encounters with repeating numbers. Repeating numbers, commonly referred to as angel numbers, hold deep significance for chosen ones. These numerical sequences, such as 111, 222, or 444, often appear in the most unexpected yet meaningful ways, serving as spiritual messages and guidance from the universe or higher realms. They are not merely coincidences, they are intentional signals designed to capture your attention and align you with your higher purpose. Each number sequence carries its own unique vibration and meaning. For example, 111 is frequently associated with new beginnings, manifestation, and alignment with your true desires. It often serves as a reminder to focus on positive thoughts, as your intentions are rapidly manifesting into reality. On the other hand, 444 symbolizes stability, protection, and divine reassurance, often appearing during moments of doubt or when you need to be reminded that you are not alone on your journey. These numbers often show up during pivotal moments in your life, such as before making important decisions, during periods of transformation or when you're seeking clarity. You might notice them on a clock, a receipt, a license plate, or even in seemingly random places, yet they seem to appear with uncanny timing. This synchronicity is a gentle nudge to pay closer attention to your thoughts, emotions, and surroundings, as there may be deeper meanings waiting to unfold. For chosen ones, these patterns are more than just signs. They are a form of dialogue between you and the spiritual realm. They invite you to trust in the process, seek deeper understanding, and align yourself with the divine flow of life. By attuning yourself to these messages and reflecting on their meaning, you can uncover valuable insights that guide you toward your highest potential. Sign 8. A strong connection to nature. Chosen ones often feel a deep and unshakable connection to the natural world, a bond that goes far beyond a simple appreciation for its beauty. Time spent in nature feels not only peaceful, but restorative, as though the energy of the earth itself flows through you, replenishing your spirit. This connection may manifest in surprising ways, animals appearing unusually calm in your presence, plants thriving under your care, or an intuitive sense of the rhythms and cycles of nature. This profound bond often evokes a sense of awe and reverence for the interconnectedness of all life, inspiring a deep commitment to protecting and nurturing the environment. Chosen ones frequently find themselves drawn to activities that honor and preserve nature, whether through environmental advocacy, conservation efforts, or practices like gardening, reforestation, or sustainable living. Even small acts like recycling or planting trees can feel imbued with spiritual significance, as though each action contributes to a larger cosmic harmony. Beyond physical interactions, this connection to nature often influences spiritual practices. Meditating outdoors, walking barefoot on the earth, or simply sitting beneath a tree can deepen your sense of oneness with the natural world and heighten your spiritual awareness. You might find yourself attuned to subtle energies in the environment, sensing the health of plants or even feeling shifts in the weather before they occur. For chosen ones, nature is not just a backdrop to life, it is a teacher, a healer, and a source of inspiration. This connection calls you to act as a steward of the earth, using your unique gifts to protect its beauty and vitality. By embracing this bond, you align yourself with a greater purpose, becoming a bridge between humanity and the natural world. Sign 9 and beyond. Your unique journey. While these signs provide a glimpse into the experiences and qualities that often define chosen ones, it's important to remember that each person's spiritual journey is unique. You may resonate deeply with some of these signs, feel a faint connection to others, or even encounter experiences that weren't mentioned here. This diversity in spiritual awakening and purpose is not only natural but beautiful, as it reflects the infinite ways in which the universe works through individuals. It's also worth noting that the presence or absence of certain signs does not diminish the validity of your spiritual journey. Some chosen ones may experience vivid dreams, synchronicities, or a strong connection to nature early on, while others might discover these aspects gradually over time. The path of spiritual awakening is deeply personal, unfolding at its own pace and in its own way, tailored to the lessons and growth that are uniquely yours. Take time to reflect on your experiences, those that align with these signs and those that stand apart. What patterns or themes have emerged in your life? How have they shaped your perspective, inspired your actions, or drawn you closer to understanding your purpose? Trust that these moments, no matter how subtle or profound, are guiding you toward a higher understanding. Most importantly, trust that your path is unfolding exactly as it should. Spiritual growth is not a race or a checklist. It is a deeply personal journey of discovery, connection, and transformation. Embrace the signs, but also listen to your intuition and inner knowing. The universe communicates in countless ways, and your unique journey is a testament to the boundless possibilities of spiritual evolution. Be patient, stay open, and trust in the divine timing of your life. If these signs resonate with you, take it as a gentle yet powerful call to embrace your unique gifts and explore the greater purpose that awaits you. Awakening to your spiritual path can be both exhilarating and challenging, requiring courage, introspection, and patience. Yet the rewards are immeasurable: a deeper understanding of yourself, a profound connection to the universe, and the opportunity to bring light and meaning to the world around you. Trust your intuition as your inner compass, guiding you through the uncertainties and milestones of your journey. Don't hesitate to seek guidance, whether from spiritual mentors, supportive communities, or trusted practices as you navigate this path. Remember, your journey is uniquely yours, filled with lessons and experiences designed just for you. And if you enjoyed this exploration, consider liking, subscribing, and sharing to support more content like this. Until next time, may your path be illuminated with love and wisdom. Have you ever wondered why your financial challenges feel relentless, as if you're destined to face these struggles? What if I told you these hardships are not just obstacles, but proof that you're a chosen one? Yes, chosen, selected to rise above the illusions that keep most people stuck in the rat race. Financial failure, as the world sees it, is a facade masking your divine preparation for a higher purpose. Let's uncover why chosen ones often face the hardest battles and how these very struggles are the foundation of your extraordinary destiny. Before you dive in, know this. This is not just another video. It's not just information. This is a revelation. Everything you've been searching for, answers to your struggles, your purpose, and your true potential, is here. Watch, absorb, and prepare to see your challenges and life from a radically new perspective. This is the moment where everything changes. Your awakening starts now. Did you know your spiritual gifts might be the reason behind your financial struggles? It might sound counterintuitive, even absurd, but there's a hidden connection that most people never realize. Let me ask you this. Have you ever felt like you're destined for something far greater but constantly find yourself held back by financial challenges? That's no coincidence. The truth is that money is energy, and as a chosen one, you are extraordinarily sensitive to energy. This means you interact with money in ways entirely different from others. While most people chase wealth by conventional means, you're tuned into something far deeper, something infinitely more powerful. However, this heightened sensitivity can make navigating the material world, where money rules, challenging. Imagine having a superpower that allows you to see beyond the physical world. Amazing, right? But this also means you're playing a different game, one with rules that don't align with the world's obsession with material success. Your financial struggles are not a punishment, they're preparation. You're being refined, strengthened, and aligned with a destiny far greater than you can currently imagine. Picture this. You're in spiritual boot camp. While others are living comfortably, you're enduring trials that push you to the brink. Every bill you can't pay, every opportunity you lose, it's all training. It's forging within you unshakable faith, resilience, and the ability to trust in something greater than yourself. Think of legendary figures like Moses wandering the desert for 40 years, or Jesus, who had no place to lay his head. These weren't signs of failure, they were signs of divine preparation. Your financial challenges are doing the same for you, stripping away distractions to reveal your core strengths. Society measures success by material possessions, a big house, luxury cars, and a fat bank account. But what if your true wealth lies in your spiritual gifts? Empathy, intuition, and an unparalleled ability to see the interconnectedness of all things. These are not weaknesses, they are your superpowers. Take a moment to consider. Have you ever walked into a room and instantly sensed its energy? That's your spiritual sensitivity at work. Now, imagine applying that same gift to your financial reality. Your struggles are not failures, but signs that you're operating on a different frequency. One that can unlock abundance far beyond mere dollars. History is full of spiritually rich individuals who changed the world without focusing on material wealth. Jesus, Buddha, and Socrates are just a few examples. Their wealth was not in gold or property, but in wisdom, insight, and the profound impact they had on humanity. Financial struggles often feel like an unshakable curse, don't they? Passed down through generations, they can loom over families like an invisible chain, binding dreams and dimming hope. The weight of these challenges can seem overwhelming, making it easy to believe that your struggle is just another chapter in a never-ending story. But here's the truth. You're not just enduring hardship, you're breaking generational chains. Science offers a fascinating lens into this reality. Research in epigenetics reveals that trauma, including financial hardship, doesn't just affect our mindset, it can actually alter our DNA. These changes can ripple through generations, subtly shaping the lives of our children and grandchildren. But here's the incredible news. Just as negative patterns can be passed down, so can positive ones. Every small step toward healing and transformation sends waves of hope through your family line. This is where your spiritual gifts come into play. These gifts, unique talents, insights, and divine guidance, are your tools for change. They hold the power to rewrite the financial story that's been holding your family captive. When you choose faith over fear, discipline over despair, and action over complacency, you're not just working toward your own financial freedom, you're laying a foundation of abundance for generations yet to come. Every sacrifice you make, every prayer you utter, and every lesson you learn is planting seeds of hope. Your journey is about more than overcoming today's struggles. It's about shifting the trajectory of your family's legacy. Remember, God equips us not only to endure, but to transform. Through His strength, you are the chain breaker, the legacy builder, the architect of a brighter future. Today, as you take each step, know that you are reprogramming your family's financial DNA and paving the way for generational blessings. Your sensitivity, the very quality that might make you feel out of place in the cutthroat, competitive world of business, is in reality your most powerful asset. While others chase success through sheer force or rigid logic, your ability to deeply feel, intuit, and connect sets you apart. This gift allows you to see patterns that others miss, sense opportunities hidden in plain sight, and foster relationships built on trust and genuine connection. In a world often driven by surface-level transactions, your sensitivity brings depth, authenticity, and transformation. Consider this. Some of the greatest innovators and business leaders of our time embrace their inner sensitivity and spiritual awareness as a cornerstone of their success. Take Steve Jobs, for example. The visionary behind Apple often spoke of how his spiritual practices, including meditation and mindfulness, were integral to his creative process. These practices allowed him to see beyond the obvious, to envision products that revolutionized the tech industry, and to lead with an uncanny sense of timing and intuition. Similarly, Henry Ford, the pioneer of modern industry, attributed much of his wealth and achievements to aligning with universal principles. Ford's understanding of flow, perseverance, and a greater purpose enabled him to transform not only his life but also the lives of countless others through his innovations. These weren't just business tactics, they were spiritual principles in action, guiding their decisions and shaping their legacies. Your sensitivity is the key to unlocking this kind of transformative power in your own life. When you honor your intuition and align with your spiritual gifts, you tap into a deeper well of creativity, insight, and resilience. You bring something priceless to the table, the ability to create not just profit but purpose. Trust that your sensitivity isn't a weakness. It's the foundation of your strength, your vision, and your success. In every great story, the hero faces trials that test their strength, faith, and resolve. These challenges are never easy, but they are essential. Think of Frodo in The Lord of the Rings, shouldering the impossible burden of destroying the One Ring, or Harry Potter, standing against unimaginable darkness. Their journeys were marked by fear, pain, and moments of doubt, yet these struggles shaped them into heroes. The same is true for biblical figures like Joseph, who endured betrayal, slavery, and imprisonment before rising to become a ruler in Egypt. These struggles weren't mere setbacks, they were stepping stones to their destiny. your financial challenges are no different. While they may feel overwhelming and endless, they are the fire refining your soul, preparing you for something greater than you can imagine. Each hardship you face is not a sign of failure, but a lesson in strength, resilience, and faith. It's in these moments of struggle that your character is forged, your purpose clarified, and your faith deepened. God often allows trials not to break us, but to build us. Just as gold must endure fire to be purified, your trials are shaping you into someone who can not only achieve abundance but steward it wisely. You are being prepared for a role far greater than mere survival, a role that can influence and inspire others, leaving a legacy of hope and transformation. Remember, the heroes of every great story don't just endure hardship, they emerge stronger, more compassionate, and ready to make a difference. Your journey is no different. Every challenge you overcome is equipping you with the strength and wisdom to not only handle abundance but to use it to change the world. Trust the process. You're being shaped for greatness. Quantum physics has revealed something extraordinary. Everything is energy, including your thoughts, emotions, and even your money. This groundbreaking understanding changes how we view our financial reality. It means your mindset isn't just a passive byproduct of your circumstances. It's an active, powerful force shaping them. Your thoughts carry energy, and that energy sets the tone for what you attract into your life. When your focus is locked on lack, on what you don't have or what's missing, that energy creates a vibration of scarcity, and the universe responds by mirroring that back to you. But when you shift your mindset to abundance, believing in possibilities and trusting in provision, everything begins to change. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's science in action. Practices like meditation, visualization, and affirmations aren't merely feel-good exercises. They are powerful tools for rewiring your brain and recalibrating your energy to align with abundance. Even more, this truth aligns with God's word. Jesus said, "I have come that they may have life and have it to the full." Fullness is not limited to spiritual richness, but extends to every part of life, including your financial well-being. Your struggles with money are not punishments, but divine invitations to step into this fullness. They are opportunities to trust God, shift your focus, and partner with the principles of abundance that He has woven into creation. You are not bound by your current circumstances. Through faith, intentional focus, and spiritual alignment, you can begin to transform your financial reality. Just as Jesus multiplied the loaves and fishes, He can multiply the resources in your life when you bring them to Him in trust and expectation. Your journey to abundance starts in your mind, where every thought is energy, and every energy is an invitation for God to work miracles. The universe is always communicating with you, whispering guidance and encouragement in the form of signs, synchronicities, and subtle nudges. These divine messages often appear in ways that feel almost magical. Repeating numbers like 1111 or 777, a chance encounter with someone who inspires you, or even an unexpected detour that leads to something better. Have you ever experienced a coincidence so striking that it seemed impossible to dismiss? These moments are not random. They are part of a divine conversation between you and the Creator, gently guiding you toward the abundance meant for you. When you learn to tune into these signs, they become like a treasure map, leading you step by step to the life you've been seeking. Repeating numbers may remind you to stay aligned with your goals. A closed door might seem like a setback, but it's often a redirection to something greater than you could have planned. Missed opportunities may feel frustrating, but they are often divine protection, steering you away from paths that aren't meant for you. The key is to trust these signs and take inspired action. Don't dismiss them as mere coincidence. Each sign carries a message, whether it's encouragement to keep going, a nudge to change direction, or confirmation that you're on the right path. The more you act on these divine messages, the clearer and more frequent they become. Remember, God and the universe want you to thrive. Every closed door, every delay, and every unexpected twist in your journey is designed with purpose. By recognizing and acting on these signs, you align yourself with divine timing and open the floodgates to abundance. Trust the process, listen for the whispers, and let the signs guide you to the life of fullness and prosperity that is already waiting for you. Your spiritual sensitivity is one of the most powerful tools for creating wealth. It's not just a gift for emotional connection or intuitive insight, it's your ultimate money-making advantage. By tapping into this sensitivity, you can harness the energy of abundance and manifest it into tangible wealth. When you align your actions with your higher purpose, you step into a flow of prosperity that feels not forced, but natural, like rivers finding their way to the ocean. To begin this transformation, start with visualization. Close your eyes and see yourself surrounded by abundance. Not just money, but opportunities, support, and fulfillment. Feel the joy and gratitude of already having everything you need. Believe it deeply and act as though it's already yours. This isn't just daydreaming. It's an act of faith that shifts your energy, aligning it with the vibration of abundance. When your thoughts, feelings, and actions reflect abundance, the universe responds in kind. Gratitude is another essential tool. Even in moments of financial lack, find something to be thankful for: a warm meal, a kind word, or the simple fact that you're alive to create change. Gratitude transforms your perspective, shifting your energy from scarcity to sufficiency. It's like opening a door for blessings to enter, making room for more of what you desire. Remember, spiritual sensitivity allows you to perceive opportunities and align with divine timing in ways others may overlook. When you combine this gift with visualization, gratitude, and purposeful action, you create a powerful formula for abundance. You're not just chasing wealth, you're attracting it effortlessly by being in harmony with the higher flow of life. Trust your sensitivity, nurture your faith, and watch as the doors to prosperity swing wide open. True prosperity isn't just about having money. It's about alignment. It's about the harmony that occurs when your spiritual gifts, your mindset, and your material actions are in sync. This is the divine balance where abundance flows effortlessly, not as a product of grinding effort, but as a natural outcome of living with purpose and faith. Lasting wealth, both financial and spiritual, is born from this alignment, creating a life that feels deeply fulfilling on every level. Your financial struggles may feel overwhelming, but they are not a sign of failure. Instead, they are evidence that you are on the hero's journey, a sacred path that is shaping you into someone extraordinary. Like every great hero, you are facing trials that test your strength, refine your character, and teach you lessons essential for the next chapter of your story. These struggles are not obstacles to your success. They are stepping stones to the abundance you are destined to experience. To step into this divine flow of prosperity, begin by aligning your spiritual gifts with your daily actions. What are the unique talents and passions that God has placed in you? How can you use them to serve others and create value? When your efforts are rooted in purpose, the work feels lighter, opportunities become clearer, and abundance follows naturally. At the same time, nurture your mindset. Trust that your struggles have meaning. Gratitude and faith transform your energy, attracting solutions and blessings you might have overlooked in a state of despair. Remember, every setback is a setup for a greater comeback. True prosperity isn't about accumulating wealth. It's about creating a life where financial freedom and spiritual fulfillment coexist. Trust the process, align your gifts with purposeful action, and know that the challenges you face today are the foundation of a legacy that will inspire and bless generations to come. Your journey has brought you here, to this very moment of revelation. Take a deep breath and let this truth sink in. You're not cursed. You're chosen. Every challenge, every heartbreak, and every setback you've faced has been preparing you for something extraordinary. These trials weren't meant to break you, but to shape you into someone capable of holding unimaginable abundance. You've been walking a path of purpose, even when it felt like you were lost. Now is the time to embrace your spiritual gifts as the powerful tools they truly are. These gifts, your intuition, compassion, creativity, and resilience, are your keys to unlocking a future filled with prosperity and fulfillment. When you align your actions with your higher purpose, you step into a divine flow where abundance is not just possible, it's inevitable. The universe doesn't want you to merely survive. It wants you to thrive, to rise above every limitation and claim the fullness of life that's waiting for you. Your awakening starts now. This is your moment to step into your power, claim your abundance, and transform your world. The steps may feel daunting, but you're not alone. Together, as a community, we are walking this path of growth, faith, and transformation. If this message resonated with you, let us know in the comments. Share your thoughts, your challenges, and your victories. We'd love to hear your story. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more inspiring content that can help you on your journey to abundance. Thank you for being here, for choosing growth, and for believing in the extraordinary future God has in store for you. And remember, the best is yet to come. Let this sink in for a moment. December 2024 isn't just another month on the calendar. It's a divine appointment. Scientists tell us that avalanches often begin with small shifts, subtle tremors that release massive, unstoppable energy. Sound familiar? That's exactly what's about to unfold in your life. You've sensed it, haven't you? The tension in the air, the quiet before the storm, the feeling that something big, life-changing, is about to happen. But here's the spoiler. This isn't a storm of problems. It's a downpour of blessings so abundant you'll need a spiritual umbrella to catch it all. If you're wondering, why now? Why me? Let me tell you this. The universe has been working overtime, orchestrating this very moment. It's as if everything has been waiting for you to finally believe in yourself. The avalanche is coming. Whether you're ready or not, your life is about to shift. The preparation? Every trial, every moment of doubt, every silent battle, it all served a purpose. Now buckle up, chosen ones. December is about to rain miracles, and you're sitting in the front row of a celestial show unlike anything you've ever seen. Think back to the darkest nights of your life. Those sleepless hours, the betrayals, the rejections. They weren't random. Life wasn't trying to break you. It was forging you. Every painful moment was a tool carving you into someone extraordinary. And extraordinary blessings require extraordinary people. The universe didn't put you through trials to punish you. It was positioning you. You see, the blessings coming your way aren't just a reward. They're a response. A response to your resilience when it felt like the world was against you. A response to the moments you stood firm when giving up seemed easier. Every tear you shed in silence, every time you chose faith over fear, every step you took in darkness, they weren't wasted. They were seeds planted in fertile soil, now ready to bloom. The struggles weren't just external, they were internal, reshaping your mindset, building your resilience, and teaching you patience. What's coming isn't just for your joy. It's cosmic confirmation that everything you endured was worth it. This avalanche of blessings, it's not karma. It's divine correction. It's the universe saying, you've passed the test, and now it's your time. Your energy has shifted profoundly, and whether you've realized it yet or not, you've become magnetic. This transformation didn't happen overnight. It's the culmination of countless intentional choices, choosing to protect your peace when chaos surrounded you, releasing negativity that no longer served you, and realigning your focus on what truly matters. Each decision, each moment of inner work has elevated your vibration, creating a force so powerful it is now pulling blessings into your life with unstoppable momentum. The principle is simple yet profound. Energy attracts energy. The work you've done internally, healing wounds, nurturing faith, building resilience, has begun to manifest externally. For months, perhaps even years, you labored in silence, pouring yourself into personal growth without applause, recognition, or even visible results. It may have felt like nothing was happening, but beneath the surface, everything was shifting. And now, the shift is complete. You've aligned yourself so deeply with abundance that the universe has no choice but to respond. Blessings aren't random, they're drawn to alignment. And here's the beauty of it. You've stopped chasing what was never meant for you, letting go of empty pursuits and dead ends. In doing so, you've created space for what was always destined to find you. That space is now being filled with divine opportunities, meaningful relationships, and life-altering breakthroughs. You've tuned your energy to the frequency of abundance, and now it's broadcasting loud and clear, pulling everything that resonates with your newfound vibration toward you. December 2024 isn't just another month on the calendar. It's the culmination of your alignment, your patience, and your persistence. This is your moment, and the blessings coming your way are just the beginning. Every silent battle you've endured has been a stepping stone, laying the foundation for victories so monumental that they'll echo far beyond your wildest dreams. Those nights when your tears fell unseen, the sacrifices you made that went unappreciated, and the pain you carried alone, they were not in vain. Each moment of struggle was chiseling away at the outdated, the unnecessary, the things that no longer served you. It was shaping you, refining you, and making room for the new. The world may not have noticed your battles, but the victories on the horizon will be impossible to ignore. This isn't about revenge or proving anyone wrong. It's about divine justice. The universe, ever watchful, saw every effort, every ounce of faith you mustered when the odds were stacked against you. And now, it's turning your trials into triumphs. The blessings heading your way aren't just personal rewards. They're living proof of the transformative power of perseverance and faith. For too long, your struggles went unnoticed, but the time has come for your rise to take center stage. Those who doubted you, who overlooked your pain, will have no choice but to witness the magnitude of your success. Not because you're seeking their approval, but because the sheer brilliance of what you're stepping into will leave them awestruck. The silent battles are over, and the loud victories have arrived. This is your season, not just to thrive, but to inspire, to show others what it means to endure and to emerge stronger, brighter, and more radiant than ever before. The time for hiding your strength is over. The world is about to see what resilience, faith, and divine timing can truly accomplish. This avalanche of blessings is not meant to be quiet or understated. It's meant to be loud, overwhelming, and absolutely undeniable. The impact will be so profound that those who doubted you, who whispered behind your back, and who underestimated your potential, will have no choice but to watch in stunned silence. What's about to unfold in your life defies explanation, and that's by design. It's a divine demonstration of what happens when preparation, resilience, and divine favor collide. For too long, your silence was mistaken for weakness. Your humility was misinterpreted as a lack of ambition, and your patience was seen as inaction. What they couldn't see, however, was the foundation you were carefully building in secret. Brick by brick, you fortified your faith, nurtured your dreams, and cultivated a strength that only grows in the unseen places. Now, the blessings that have been quietly stacking up are ready to come crashing down in one unstoppable, breathtaking surge. This isn't about proving anyone wrong or rubbing your success in anyone's face. It's about reclaiming the narrative others tried to write for you. The very qualities they thought disqualified you, your quiet determination, your ability to rise above drama, your unwavering trust in divine timing, are the ones that set you apart. Your rise is not just a personal victory, it's a lesson, a testimony, and a statement. It's proof that doubting a chosen one is always a losing game. The avalanche of blessings will not only lift you higher, but also reveal the truth to everyone watching. Greatness is often cultivated in silence, and when it emerges, it is impossible to ignore. Most people find themselves chasing either wealth or peace, believing that the two are mutually exclusive. Few ever achieve both, but for you, chosen one, December 2024 marks a turning point, a rare and extraordinary moment where financial prosperity and spiritual depth converge. You've spent years building a foundation so strong, so deeply rooted in purpose, that it can now support the immense abundance flowing your way. This season isn't just about material wealth, it's about alignment. Abundance without purpose feels hollow, a fleeting satisfaction that quickly fades. On the other hand, spirituality without stability can leave one feeling isolated, longing for security. But you've mastered both. You've done the inner work, trusted the process, and stayed true to your higher calling. Now, you're stepping into a season where peace and prosperity flow together effortlessly. The financial success coming your way will feel different. It won't bring the anxiety or emptiness that often accompanies chasing material gains. Instead, it will be deeply rooted in your inner peace, guided by divine timing, and overflowing with meaningful purpose. It won't feel like a reward for chasing success. It will feel like a natural byproduct of your alignment with your true self. Your life will soon become undeniable proof that true abundance isn't about sacrificing one for the other. It's about harmonizing both. As you thrive, you will inspire others to redefine what abundance means. They'll look to you and see that wealth and peace are not opposites but complementary forces. Through your example, they'll realize that a life of true prosperity is one where the soul and the bank account are equally full, radiating balance and fulfillment. The loneliness you endured was never meaningless. Though it may have felt like punishment, it was the opposite. It was preparation for the incredible season ahead. Isolation was the universe's way of breaking ties that no longer served you, stripping away everything and everyone that wasn't aligned with your purpose. It wasn't designed to hurt you but to clear the clutter, to make space for something far greater than you could have imagined. In those quiet moments, when the silence felt heavy and the days felt endless, you faced yourself. You confronted your deepest fears, uncovered hidden strengths, and dug into the core of who you truly are. Without distractions, you found clarity. Without the noise of the world, you rediscovered your voice. Toxic relationships fell away, false support revealed itself, and draining environments could no longer hold you. What once felt like abandonment was, in truth, divine intervention, protecting you from pouring your energy into things that weren't meant for your future. Now, the space created by that isolation is being filled. Divine connections, aligned opportunities, and blessings tailor-made for your journey are rushing into your life. The void you once feared has become fertile ground for everything you've been waiting for. This period of isolation wasn't just preparation, it was protection. It shielded you while the universe worked behind the scenes, orchestrating the perfect moment for your breakthrough. As December unfolds, you'll realize that every moment of solitude was worth it. The loneliness wasn't meant to weaken you. It was meant to transform you. Now, as the blessings pour in, you'll see that the quiet season was the foundation for the most abundant and fulfilling chapter of your life. What's about to happen in your life is beyond anything anyone, including you, could have predicted. The transformation will be so astonishing that it will leave people speechless. They'll whisper, wonder, and speculate, trying to piece together how it all came to be. Some will assume you found shortcuts, caught a lucky break, or had help they didn't see. But the truth is simpler and far more profound. This is the work of divine timing, a plan so precise that no human hand could orchestrate it. Every delay you experienced, every closed door that seemed like rejection, every season of waiting, it was all intentional. The universe was never denying you. It was preparing you, waiting for the exact moment when everything would align perfectly. That moment is now. The blessings heading your way will arrive with such speed and magnitude that they'll feel miraculous. What once seemed impossible will unfold effortlessly. Opportunities will appear, breakthroughs will come, and abundance will flow into your life in ways you never expected. People may doubt or envy your success, but none of it will matter. This isn't about proving anything to anyone. It's about stepping fully into what has always been meant for you. The timing isn't just perfect, it's protected. No obstacle, no setback, and no outside force can stop what's coming. The groundwork has been laid, the pieces have been moved, and the universe has declared, it is your time. What you're about to receive is not only undeniable, but unstoppable. This is your season, and the blessings about to pour into your life will make it clear to everyone watching that when divine timing aligns, miracles happen. The doubts you've carried, the quiet whispers of insecurity, the nagging fear that you weren't enough, the moments when you questioned if you were on the right path, are about to be completely silenced. The blessings heading your way will provide undeniable evidence that every struggle, every sacrifice, and every leap of faith was worth it. What's coming isn't just a reward. It's a divine validation of your efforts, your resilience, and your unwavering belief in something greater. Every hard decision you made, even when it felt like the world was working against you, will be affirmed. The sleepless nights, the sacrifices no one saw, and the faith you clung to when giving up seemed easier. All of it is about to make sense. The success coming your way will not just uplift your circumstances, it will transform your perspective. It will quiet your inner critic and solidify your confidence in yourself and your purpose. By the end of this season, the doubts that once loomed so large will feel almost laughable. You'll look back and realize they were nothing more than temporary shadows, unable to withstand the light of the blessings now flooding your life. For those who wronged you, the avalanche of blessings heading your way will be nothing short of a spiritual wake-up call. This isn't about revenge or seeking to prove a point. It's about restoring divine balance. The universe has always been aware of every slight, every betrayal, and every moment when you were underestimated. What's about to unfold in your life will serve as undeniable proof that you were never alone, that the universe was always on your side, quietly working to turn every setback into a setup for your rise. The blessings coming your way will speak volumes. They'll make it abundantly clear that no one can touch someone divinely chosen without facing the natural consequences of their actions. This isn't about gloating or wishing ill on anyone. It's about showing the world that integrity, resilience, and faith are always rewarded in due time. For those who doubted you or worked against you, watching your rise will be humbling. It will be a lesson in the power of divine protection and timing, a reminder that when the universe decides to uplift someone, no amount of opposition can stop it. Your blessings will be a testament to the unshakable truth. You are divinely favored. Your blessings aren't just about you. They're a light for others, a testament to what's possible when faith, resilience, and perseverance come together. The abundance flowing into your life will be more than personal rewards. It will serve as proof to those who are struggling that miracles are real and that trusting the process pays off. Your journey, with all its trials and triumphs, will become a powerful example of how alignment with purpose leads to unimaginable breakthroughs. As you rise, others will see in you a reflection of their own potential. Your story will resonate with those who are on the edge of giving up, reminding them that even in the darkest moments, hope is never misplaced. Every step you took in faith, every moment you chose to keep going, will now inspire others to believe that they too can overcome their struggles and step into abundance. You will be living proof of what happens when you refuse to quit, even when the odds seem insurmountable. Your blessings will be a beacon, guiding others to rediscover their strength, their purpose, and their faith in something greater. You are not just receiving, you're inspiring, uplifting, and leading others toward their own transformation. The magnitude of what's coming into your life might feel overwhelming, almost too good to be true. But know this: every bit of it is yours, and you've earned it. The blessings arriving in your life aren't random or accidental. They're the culmination of every challenge you've faced, every tear you've cried, and every moment you chose to persevere when it would have been easier to quit. It's time to let go of any guilt or hesitation about receiving. This flood of blessings isn't a fluke or a stroke of luck. It's the result of your hard work, your faith, and your alignment with divine timing. You've spent years preparing for this moment, whether you realized it or not. The sacrifices you made, the patience you showed, and the inner growth you nurtured have all paved the way for this outpouring of abundance. The universe is rewarding you with more than you could have imagined. Don't shrink back or question whether you deserve it. Embrace it fully with gratitude and joy, knowing that this season of overflow is not just a gift, it's the divine affirmation of all that you are and all you've become. The struggles of December weren't pointless. They were the rain, preparing your life for the avalanche of blessings that is about to pour in. Though the challenges may have felt heavy, inconvenient, or even endless, they served a divine purpose. That rain softened the hard ground, washing away the remnants of doubt, fear, and resistance that could have blocked the abundance heading your way. Without it, the blessings wouldn't have gained the momentum they now carry. Rain often feels like an interruption, but in truth, it's a necessary step in growth and renewal. Every moment of discomfort, every obstacle, and every tear you shed in December was loosening what needed to be released, creating space for what's about to flow into your life. The struggles weren't there to drown you. They were there to prepare you. Now that the rain has passed, the foundation is ready, and the path is clear. The avalanche of blessings will come with such force, abundance, and precision that you'll see how essential the rain truly was. It wasn't there to delay you. It was there to cleanse, to nourish, and to ensure that when the blessings come, they would overflow in ways more powerful than you could have imagined. December 2024 is your moment. The universe has aligned everything for this season of overflow. The trials, the rain, the isolation, all of it was preparation for what's about to unfold. This isn't just a blessing, it's a divine affirmation of your purpose. Step into it boldly. The avalanche is here, and it's everything you've dreamed of and more. If you're ready to witness this transformation, subscribe now and join the family of chosen ones stepping into their destiny. Together, let's rise. God bless you. Most people are too afraid to question their idea of God. We've been conditioned to believe that asking these questions is dangerous, blasphemous even. But the true danger lies in not questioning. It's in blindly accepting a version of spirituality that keeps you in fear, disconnected from your immense inner power. Yet, if you look at the top 1%, those who wield influence, power, and wealth that seem almost supernatural, you'll notice something striking. They understand something profound. God is not an external being you worship. God is the force you use to create, to manifest, to shape your reality. While many believe spirituality is about submission, about hoping and waiting for salvation, the elite know that God is not about waiting. God is about doing. The truth is, the power of God is the power of consciousness. When you truly grasp this, your life will never be the same. Let's strip away the illusions for a moment and confront the truth. The real God isn't a distant figure in the sky or a deity bound by religious doctrine. God is the energy that flows through you, me, and every living thing in existence. This divine force doesn't merely observe creation, it is creation itself. It's the force that animates your body, beats your heart, powers your thoughts, and brings your desires into reality. The top 1%, those who seem to live extraordinary lives of influence, power, and abundance, understand this truth. They don't spend their lives praying to an external deity, passively waiting for miracles to occur. Instead, they become the creators of miracles. By aligning their thoughts, emotions, and actions with intention and clarity, they harness the very power of the universe. They know the secret. The universe doesn't respond to what you want, but to what you are. Think about it. Every great achievement, every life-altering decision, and every dream realized starts with this alignment. These individuals recognize that God is not something separate from them. God is the energy they channel through their beliefs, choices, and actions, shaping reality in ways that others only dream of. So, let me ask you a profound question. When was the last time you truly examined your beliefs about God? Not through the teachings of a church, a preacher, or a sacred text, but within the depths of your own consciousness? Have you dared to ask who or what God truly is for you? Because the moment you do, you'll begin to uncover the immense creative power that has always resided within you, a power waiting to be awakened and unleashed. Here's the problem. Most people have been taught to see God as something separate from themselves, an external force sitting in the heavens deciding their fate. They view the divine as something outside their control, a power they must beg or petition for assistance. This belief fosters a mindset of lack, leaving them feeling powerless and stuck, perpetually waiting for answers, for blessings, for change. It's a way of thinking that keeps them small, disconnected from the vast potential within them. But the top 1%, those who seem to achieve the impossible, who shape their lives with intention, see things differently. They don't perceive God as distant or unattainable. Instead, they recognize the divine as the very energy that flows through them. They understand that this creative force isn't something to plead with, but something to embody. They don't just believe in God, they become the expression of God. And that is the difference. When you embody the divine, you stop waiting for miracles and start creating them. The elite understand that aligning their thoughts, emotions, and actions with this powerful energy allows them to manifest their desires and shape their reality. They know that God is not a force outside of them. It's the life force within, the consciousness that empowers every decision, every creation, and every outcome. The truth is, the divine isn't about separation. It's about connection. It's about realizing that the power you seek is already inside you, waiting to be awakened. When you shift your perspective from one of waiting to one of doing, you step into the role of co-creator with the universe. And when you embody this truth, the limits you once believed in simply fade away. You've probably heard the phrase, "Thoughts become things," but do you truly understand its power? For most, this concept is motivational fluff, but for the top 1%, it's a fundamental law of existence. Every thought you think sends a ripple through the universe. It's like dropping a stone in a pond. The ripples flow outward, shaping your reality in ways you can't always see immediately. The top 1% know that this process is instantaneous. The moment you think something, reality begins to shift. But here's where most people falter. Their thoughts are scattered and contradictory. They think about abundance but simultaneously feel fear and unworthiness. They want success, but believe it's out of reach. These conflicting signals cancel each other out, keeping them stuck in the same loops. The elite think differently. They understand that every thought is a command to the universe. They think deliberately, with laser-like focus, because they know that mastery of the mind is mastery of reality. Here's another secret the top 1% understand. Thoughts alone are not enough to create the life you desire. While thoughts set the intention, emotion is the fuel that powers them. If your thoughts are focused on abundance but your emotions are steeped in fear, doubt, or lack, the universe doesn't respond to your thoughts. It responds to the strongest signal, which is your fear. This is the reason so many people struggle to manifest their desires. They may think positive thoughts, recite affirmations, and visualize success. But if their emotions are misaligned, their energy remains fragmented. It's like trying to steer a ship with the sails set in one direction, but the wind blowing against you. The result? Stagnation and frustration. The elite, however, understand this principle deeply. They don't just think successful thoughts, they feel successful. They cultivate and embody the emotions of wealth, power, confidence, and joy. They feel as though they already have what they desire, and that feeling creates a resonance with the reality they're trying to attract. When their thoughts and emotions align, they generate a magnetic force that pulls their desires toward them with ease. This alignment is the secret to effortless manifestation. Thought without emotion is weak, but when you add emotion, your intentions become charged with energy. The universe recognizes this energetic alignment and mirrors it back to you. It's not about pretending or forcing, it's about authentically stepping into the feeling of already being the person who has achieved what you desire. When you master this, You stop chasing your dreams. They start chasing you. You become a magnet for abundance, and your life begins to reflect the harmony between your thoughts, your emotions, and your deepest intentions. This is the power of alignment. Take a moment to pause and reflect on your emotions. Are they truly aligned with the life you aspire to create? Do they match the energy of abundance, joy, and fulfillment? Or are they steeped in fear, doubt, and limitation? The truth is, your emotions are powerful indicators of your vibrational state, and they directly influence what you attract into your life. If your emotions don't align with your desires, it's time to make a shift. This shift requires more than just positive thinking. It involves training yourself to feel as though your dreams are already a reality. Imagine the life you want. How would it feel to wake up every day in that reality? Would you feel grateful, confident, empowered, or joyful? Those are the emotions you need to embody now, even before your desires manifest physically. By cultivating these feelings intentionally, you send a clear signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. This isn't about faking it. It's about stepping into the emotional frequency of the life you're creating. When your thoughts and emotions are in harmony, you unlock a magnetic power that draws your desires to you naturally and effortlessly. Here's a twist that surprises many. The more you need something, the more you push it away. This is because neediness and desperation come from a place of lack, and lack can only create more lack. When you focus on needing something, you're sending out an energetic signal that you don't have it, and the universe mirrors that signal back to you, reinforcing your experience of not having. The top 1% understand this deeply and have mastered the art of detachment. They don't operate from a place of clinging or desperation. Instead, they set clear intentions, align their thoughts and emotions with their desires, and then let go. They don't obsess over outcomes because they trust that the universe is always working in their favor. For them, detachment isn't about indifference. It's about trusting so completely that they no longer feel the need to control every detail. This is where true power lies. When you let go of the need to force outcomes, you open yourself to receive. Detachment creates space for the universe to deliver in ways that often exceed your expectations. It shifts your energy from fear and doubt to faith and certainty, which is a far more magnetic state. Think of it like planting a seed. You prepare the soil, plant the seed, and water it. But then you step back and trust the natural process of growth. You don't keep digging up the soil to check if it's working. You let it unfold. The same is true for manifesting your desires. Set your intentions, align your emotions, and trust the process. When you embody this balance of clarity and surrender, you tap into a flow of creation that is both effortless and profound. Most people spend their entire lives in a constant state of seeking happiness, success, love, purpose, even God. They chase after these things as though they are distant treasures, hidden somewhere outside of themselves. Yet, despite all their striving, true fulfillment seems elusive. The reason is simple. Seeking is rooted in the belief that what you desire is missing. And when you operate from this belief, you unconsciously reinforce a sense of lack. The top 1%, however, have moved beyond seeking into a state of knowing. They understand a profound truth. Everything they desire is already within them. They don't search for happiness, success, or love because they know they are those things. This shift from seeking to knowing changes everything. When you know that abundance is your natural state, you attract it effortlessly. When you know that love flows from within, you don't chase it, you embody it. When you know that power isn't something external, you recognize it as the energy coursing through you. This mindset of knowing isn't about arrogance, it's about alignment. It's about understanding that you and the universe are not separate. The creative force that made the stars also made you, and it resides within you. When you embody this awareness, you stop chasing and start creating. You become a magnet for everything you desire, because you're no longer operating from a place of lack. Instead, you're acting from a deep, unshakable connection to the abundance and love that already exist within you. The secret the elite have mastered is this: fulfillment doesn't come from seeking something outside yourself. It comes from awakening to the truth that you already have it. Once you know this, life stops being a pursuit and becomes a celebration of what you are. Your beliefs are the foundation of your reality. They serve as the blueprint that the universe uses to construct your life. Every thought you hold, every belief you nurture, acts as an instruction to the world around you. If you believe you're unworthy of success, you unconsciously create circumstances that reinforce that belief. On the other hand, if you believe you're unstoppable, you manifest opportunities, resources, and outcomes that align with that conviction. The truth is, what you believe at your core defines the life you live. The top 1% understand this at a profound level. They don't just adopt empowering beliefs, they ensure their beliefs are fully aligned at both the conscious and subconscious levels. They actively identify and dismantle limiting beliefs that keep them stuck, replacing them with ones that support their vision. They understand that beliefs aren't just passive thoughts. They're energetic patterns that influence every action, decision, and result. This alignment is what sets them apart. So, how do you transform your beliefs? Pay attention to the stories you tell yourself. Every day, your mind runs internal dialogues, many of which go unnoticed. Are these stories uplifting or limiting? Are they telling you that success is out of reach or that you're capable of achieving anything? Recognize the beliefs that are holding you back. Use proven techniques to reprogram your mind. Tools like visualization, meditation, and affirmations can help install new, empowering beliefs. Visualization allows you to see and feel your desired reality as if it's already yours. Meditation quiets the noise, helping you connect with your higher self. Affirmations repeatedly reinforce positive beliefs, rewiring your subconscious. Embody your new beliefs. True transformation happens when you don't just think empowering thoughts, you live them. Act as if you are already the person who has achieved your goals. Speak, behave, and decide from this elevated mindset. When you align your beliefs with the reality you desire, you unlock a power that can transform your world. The top 1% understand a truth that eludes most. Success is not about occasional bursts of inspiration or motivation. It's about showing up every single day. While many people start strong but give up when progress feels slow, the elite know that consistency is what builds momentum. They embrace the power of steady, disciplined action, understanding that small efforts repeated over time lead to extraordinary results. Think of it like rolling a snowball down a hill. At first, it's tiny, and the progress seems insignificant. But as it keeps rolling, it gathers mass, picks up speed, and eventually becomes an unstoppable force. This is how success works. It's not about grand gestures or monumental changes in a single moment. It's about the compounded effect of consistent effort, no matter how small it may seem at the start. You don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. In fact, attempting to do so often leads to burnout and frustration. Instead, begin with just one habit, one belief, or one action, and commit to it daily. It could be meditating for 5 minutes, visualizing your goals, journaling, exercising, or dedicating focused time to your craft. What matters most is that you show up, even when it feels insignificant or inconvenient. Over time, this consistency rewires your mind, strengthens your resolve, and builds habits that lead to transformation. Each small act becomes a building block, laying the foundation for the life you desire. The snowball starts to roll, and with patience and perseverance, it becomes unstoppable. Remember, success doesn't come from extraordinary effort once in a while. It's born from ordinary effort practiced consistently. Commit to showing up for yourself every day, and watch as your life begins to shift in extraordinary ways. The ultimate truth the top 1% understand is this: You are the divine in action. You are not separate from God, the universe, or the infinite creative force that shapes reality. You are a unique, living expression of the same power that creates stars, moves oceans, and breathes life into everything. This isn't a concept reserved for mystics or spiritual gurus. It's a truth that resides within every person. The difference is, the elite recognize and embrace it fully. When you accept this truth, your perspective on life transforms. You no longer see yourself as small, powerless, or at the mercy of external forces. Instead, you begin to understand that you are an active participant in the divine process of creation. Every thought you think, every intention you hold, every action you take is an extension of this universal force expressing itself through you. And when you live from this understanding, fear dissolves. Fear can only exist in a state of separation. The illusion that you are disconnected from the source of all power, love, and abundance. But when you realize that you are one with the divine, that the same energy that creates worlds also flows through you, fear loses its grip. There is nothing to fear because you are never truly alone, never without the resources to create the life you desire. This realization brings freedom. You no longer live as a victim of circumstance ruled by doubt or hesitation. Instead, you step into a state of trust, knowing that you have access to the infinite wisdom and power of the universe at all times. The divine isn't just around you, it is within you, waiting to be awakened and expressed. When you embody this truth, life stops being a struggle and becomes a profound act of creation. You stop reacting to life and start creating it, fearlessly and with intention. This is your true nature, the divine in action. The top 1% have unlocked a profound secret. They don't try to control reality, they flow with it. They understand that the universe isn't something to dominate, but to align with. By tapping into the divine power within themselves, they shape their lives not through force or struggle, but through harmony and intentional alignment with universal principles. This is not a gift reserved for the few. It's a truth accessible to anyone willing to embrace it, and that includes you. This shift begins when you stop chasing life and start co-creating with it. The elite know that trying to force outcomes only leads to resistance, while alignment leads to ease and flow. They align their thoughts, emotions, and actions with their desired reality, trusting in the divine process rather than fighting against it. In doing so, they unlock a level of creativity, abundance, and fulfillment that feels almost magical. But it's simply the power of divine alignment in action. Now I'll leave you with this question. Are you ready to stop seeking and start knowing? Are you ready to release fear, doubt, and struggle, and instead step fully into your divine power? Because the moment you decide to embrace this truth, everything changes. The barriers you thought were holding you back begin to dissolve. The limits you believed in fade away. It's time to stop waiting for miracles and start creating them. The power to shape your life has been within you all along, waiting to be realized. All it takes is a willingness to trust in the divine flow, to align with the truth of who you are, and to take action from that place of knowing. The life you've always desired isn't just possible, it's waiting for you to claim it. The question is, will you? Have you ever paused to reflect on the impact of your presence? The way a room seems to shift when you walk in? The way eyes naturally turn to you for guidance, comfort, and hope? There is something extraordinary about you, something even you may not fully comprehend. But let me assure you, this is no accident. You have been chosen by God Himself, entrusted with a sacred authority unlike any other. You are a beacon of light, divinely placed in this world to inspire, uplift, and lead. This calling, this light, is not a coincidence. It is your divine purpose. The Bible tells us in Matthew 5:14, "You are the light of the world. A city on a hill cannot be hidden." This scripture encapsulates your role, to shine brightly, offering hope in a world often clouded by darkness. Yet let me ask you, have you fully embraced this calling, or do you sometimes doubt the magnitude of the power that lies within you? Today, let this message awaken something deep within your spirit, affirming that you were made for this. If this resonates with your soul, type Amen or 77 as a declaration of your readiness to embrace this divine role. As you step forward, let the truth of this message settle in your heart. You are not here by chance. You are chosen, empowered, and equipped for a mission that only you can fulfill. The authority you carry is not of earthly origin. It is a sacred gift, a divine mantle carefully woven into your spirit from the moment of your creation. This authority is not random or arbitrary. It is deliberate, purposeful, and profound. It marks you as someone set apart, someone called to lead with intention, inspire meaningful transformation, and radiate light into even the darkest corners of the world. This authority is deeply spiritual, transcending human logic and operating on a level that impacts lives in ways seen and unseen. It carries the power to shift atmospheres, bringing harmony where there was chaos, hope where there was despair, and clarity where confusion once reigned. It is not a tool for self-gain, but a divine instrument entrusted to you to fulfill a purpose far greater than yourself. This authority you possess resonates beyond mere influence. It is a force that cannot be manufactured or replicated, flowing effortlessly through your words, actions, and presence. When you speak, your words carry the weight of wisdom, echoing truths that deeply move and inspire others. Your presence alone brings peace to those around you, offering a sanctuary of calm in turbulent times. And your actions, often quiet and understated, ignite profound change, sparking hope, healing, and renewal in the lives of those you touch. What makes this authority truly extraordinary is that it is not something you must earn or prove. It is not dependent on external validation or worldly measures of success. Rather, it is an intrinsic part of your very identity, as natural to you as the breath you take. People are instinctively drawn to you, often without understanding why. They sense something unique, an aura of calm strength, a light that cuts through darkness, a wisdom that speaks directly to their hearts. They come to you for solace, guidance, and inspiration because they recognize, even if subconsciously, the divine essence that flows through you. In moments of doubt, you may wonder why so much is placed upon your shoulders, but let me assure you, it is no accident. You are not ordinary, nor is the life you are meant to lead. This authority was instilled in you with purpose and precision, designed to equip you for a mission that only you can fulfill. Your wisdom, compassion, and quiet strength make you an anchor in turbulent times, a steady source of hope when others feel lost. The divine authority within you is both a responsibility and a blessing, a light meant not just to illuminate your own path but to guide countless others to a place of peace, purpose, and grace. Trust in this calling. Lean into the authority you carry, knowing that it is divinely placed and eternal. As you embrace it fully, you will come to see the profound ways in which your presence, your words, and your actions transform the world around you. This is your purpose. This is your destiny. Chosen ones, God has blessed you with spiritual gifts that are both unique and profound, manifestations of His divine authority working through you. These gifts are not merely talents or skills. They are sacred tools, entrusted to you for a purpose far greater than yourself. They reveal God's hand in your life, equipping you to fulfill your calling and serve as a vessel of His love, wisdom, and power. Some of you may find yourselves having prophetic dreams or visions, glimpses of divine insight that guide you and offer clarity to those around you. Others may discover that your words carry an unusual weight, bringing healing to the wounded, encouragement to the weary, or a deep sense of peace to those in turmoil. Even your mere presence can be a source of comfort and reassurance, a reflection of God's peace that flows through you. These gifts are not random or coincidental. They are intentional expressions of God's purpose for your life, crafted specifically for the unique mission you have been called to fulfill. They are extensions of His authority, moving through you to touch the lives of others. Each time you offer a word of wisdom, extend compassion, or lend support, you are exercising these divine gifts. In doing so, you are not only meeting the immediate needs of those around you, but also contributing to God's eternal plan, leaving an impact that stretches far beyond what you can see. The Bible speaks to this profound truth in John 15:16. You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you so that you might go and bear fruit that will last. This verse reminds us that you have been deliberately chosen, hand-picked by God for a specific purpose. You are not here by chance, nor are your gifts accidental. They have been given to you so that you might bear fruit, spiritual, lasting fruit that will ripple into eternity. Every act of kindness, every prayer spoken in faith, every moment of guidance you provide is part of this divine mission. However, these gifts are not meant to be sources of pride or personal glory. They are sacred responsibilities, to be carried with humility and gratitude. To embrace them fully, you must recognize their divine origin and use them to glorify God, not yourself. They are not about making you stand out, but about allowing His light to shine through you, illuminating the paths of those in darkness. Embrace these gifts as both a privilege and a responsibility. Let them be a reminder that you are an instrument of God's will, chosen to bring hope, healing, and transformation to the world. Nurture them with prayer, align them with His purpose, and use them boldly yet humbly. In doing so, you fulfill your role as a beacon of His love, spreading His light in ways that will echo throughout eternity. This is your divine calling, and through these gifts, you leave an impact that will endure forever. Have you ever noticed how the atmosphere changes when you walk into a room? Negativity seems to lift, and tension begins to dissolve. Those who harbor ill intentions may find themselves uneasy or retreat entirely when you stand firm. This is not a coincidence or mere happenstance. It is the power of the divine light within you. The darkness, no matter how strong, cannot withstand the light you carry. It recognizes the spiritual authority you hold, and it is forced to yield. This is the manifestation of God's presence within you, a shield of divine protection and purpose that nothing in the spiritual realm can overpower. The enemy, aware of the power you wield, will try to challenge your authority. It may come in the form of doubt, fear, or unexpected resistance from others, but none of this can truly harm you. Remember the promise of Isaiah 54:17. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. This is God's assurance that while the enemy may attempt to attack, those efforts will ultimately fail. You are divinely shielded, wrapped in a mantle of protection that comes from the highest authority. The forces of darkness may try to disrupt your journey, but they cannot overcome the light you carry, a light that comes directly from God. This authority is more than a blessing. It is a sacred responsibility. It is not given for personal gain, recognition, or power. Instead, it is entrusted to you for the glory of God and the healing of others. Your calling requires you to move with both wisdom and love, exercising discernment in every action and using your gifts to uplift, inspire, and guide. You have been called to be a vessel of God's light, bringing hope to the hopeless, strength to the weary, and clarity to the lost. As Ephesians 6:12 reminds us, our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. The authority you carry is not limited to the physical world. It transcends earthly boundaries, reaching into the spiritual realm to combat forces that seek to sow despair, confusion, and division. Even when the impact of your light is not immediately visible, know that your presence is shifting lives and circumstances in ways you may not fully comprehend. Walking in this authority requires you to remain rooted in your faith. Challenges will come, but they are opportunities to strengthen your connection to God and deepen your reliance on Him. In every trial, turn to Him for wisdom, guidance, and protection. Lean on His promises and trust in His plan, knowing that He has equipped you with everything you need to fulfill your calling. You are a beacon, chosen to reflect God's glory and carry His light into the world. Stand firm in this truth, knowing that no darkness can overshadow the light within you. As you embrace this divine authority, you will see the profound ways in which your presence brings healing, peace, and transformation to those around you. Being chosen is a profound honor, a divine acknowledgement of your unique purpose in this world. Yet it is also a sacred responsibility, one that carries both blessings and burdens. To be chosen means to carry a light so powerful that it cannot be ignored. It draws people to you, those seeking hope, healing, and inspiration. But it also attracts challenges and opposition. Not everyone will celebrate your light. Some will react with envy, misunderstanding, or even hostility. This is not because of any fault in you, but because your light illuminates things that some are not ready to face. It disrupts the shadows where darkness thrives, and this makes you a threat to forces that seek to keep others in despair. The challenges you face as one who is chosen are a testament to the significance of your calling. Darkness does not challenge what it does not fear. Your light, your purpose, your divine authority. They are powerful enough to unsettle the forces that oppose goodness and truth. When you encounter resistance, remember that it is not about you as an individual, but about the spiritual mission you carry. The enemy seeks to undermine the work God is doing through you, but it cannot prevail. Jesus himself experienced this, and his words in John 15:18 offer comfort and perspective. If the world hates you, keep in mind that it hated me first. These words remind you that opposition is not a sign of failure, but an affirmation that you are walking the path God has laid out for you. Just as Jesus endured challenges for the sake of his mission, so too will you face trials as you carry out yours. But take heart, Jesus overcame the world, and through him, you are equipped to do the same. When challenges arise, lean into the practices that strengthen your connection to God. Prayer is your lifeline, a direct conversation with the one who has called and empowered you. In moments of difficulty, pour out your heart to God, trusting him to provide the wisdom and strength you need. Meditation allows you to quiet the noise of opposition and reconnect with the peace and clarity that come from God's presence. Your unwavering faith is your anchor, holding you steady as the storms of resistance swirl around you. As you face opposition, resist the urge to retaliate or respond in anger. Your role is not to fight darkness with darkness, but to shine even brighter. Offer compassion and grace, even to those who resist or oppose your light. This does not mean tolerating mistreatment or compromising your boundaries, but it does mean choosing love over resentment. In doing so, you reflect the character of Christ, who responded to his persecutors with forgiveness and mercy. Your light is a divine gift, and no amount of resistance can extinguish it. Stand firm in your authority, knowing that you are divinely protected and supported. Each challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger in your purpose and deepen your reliance on God. Continue to shine boldly, for your light is not only a testament to God's presence in your life, but also a beacon of hope for those still searching for their way. Even the brightest light can feel dimmed at times. Exhaustion, self-doubt, and the heavy responsibility of your calling may leave you feeling depleted, as though your flame is fading. Yet take heart in this unchanging truth. Your light is never extinguished. It is not fragile, nor is it dependent on external circumstances. Like the sun, your divine essence remains constant, even when clouds of weariness or uncertainty obscure it. Though you may not always feel its brilliance, it continues to shine, unwavering in its purpose. In these moments of weariness, turn to God, your source of endless renewal. Let his word remind you of his promise. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? He is your strength when you are weak, your comfort when you feel lost, and the spark that reignites your spirit when it seems dimmed. Lean into his presence, allowing him to restore what has been drained and to refill you with the peace and clarity only he can provide. To nurture your light, embrace practices that draw you closer to God. Prayer is your direct line to Him, a sacred dialogue where you can pour out your heart and receive His guidance. Meditation offers stillness, allowing you to hear His voice more clearly amidst the noise. Time spent in His Word feeds your spirit, reminding you of His promises and aligning your heart with His will. Seek out a community of like-minded souls who walk similar paths. These relationships can be a source of encouragement and strength, their lights merging with yours to create a beacon of hope that transforms not just your life, but the lives of those around you. Together, your lights will shine even brighter, creating a ripple effect of hope and transformation. As a chosen one, you are stepping into a season of extraordinary manifestation, a time when the alignment between your will and God's purpose is bringing your prayers and intentions to life at an accelerated pace. Opportunities that once seemed unreachable are now within your grasp, unfolding with divine timing and precision. This season is not solely about personal gain, but about fulfilling the greater mission God has entrusted to you. The blessings you receive are tools to advance His kingdom, touch lives, and bring hope to others. Proverbs 18:21 reminds us of the profound power of our words. The tongue has the power of life and death. In this season, your words hold even greater influence, carrying the potential to shape reality. Speak life boldly, declare blessings over your journey, and align every action with God's will. Each word spoken in faith is a seed planted in fertile soil, yielding fruit that glorifies God and furthers His purpose. However, this season calls for heightened mindfulness. Guard your thoughts, ensuring they remain aligned with your divine calling. What you focus on will grow, so choose to dwell on what is pure, noble, and purposeful. Gratitude will be your anchor during this time of abundance. By recognizing God as the source of your blessings, you amplify His favor and keep your heart centered on His purpose. As you walk in this divine favor, remember that your blessings are not just for you. Use your platform to uplift others, to speak words that inspire, and to guide those who feel lost back to their connection with God. This season of manifestation is your opportunity to shine brightly, not for your glory, but for His. Let your light lead others toward faith, hope, and renewal. With elevation comes both recognition and resistance, a dual reality that accompanies the path of a chosen one. As you rise into your divine calling, some will see your light and celebrate it, inspired by the hope and guidance you provide. Yet others may feel threatened by your radiance and attempt to diminish it through criticism, envy, or misunderstanding. This is a natural part of your journey, a reflection not of any flaw in you, but of the spiritual significance of your mission. Take heart in this truth. No human opposition can overshadow the divine authority you carry. The power that flows through you is not of this world, but from God Himself. It is eternal, unshakable, and far beyond the reach of earthly resistance. God has equipped you with spiritual tools, prayer to fortify your spirit, discernment to see beyond surface conflicts, and unwavering faith to anchor you in His promises. These are your divine weapons, enabling you to stand firm against any challenge and continue walking in your purpose. When faced with envy or criticism, respond not with frustration, but with compassion. Understand that those who oppose you are often struggling with their own shadows, fears, insecurities, or unhealed wounds. Like Jesus, who prayed for those who persecuted Him, extend grace even to those who resist or misunderstand your light. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. By choosing love over resentment, you reflect the divine love that fuels your mission, turning opposition into an opportunity to showcase God's grace. Remember, your light was never meant to dim in the face of resistance. Let your actions and spirit shine even brighter, rooted in compassion, humility, and divine purpose. Through your example, you can transform even opposition into a testament to the power of God's love. You were created for a purpose far greater than yourself. Your life is a living testament to God's love and power, a beacon of hope in a world that desperately needs it. As Isaiah 60 verse 1 declares, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you." Embrace this truth with humility and strength, knowing that your journey is divinely orchestrated. Every challenge you face refines your spirit. Every act of kindness fulfills your mission, and every step forward brings you closer to the destiny God has prepared for you. Stand firm in your authority, nurture your light, and walk boldly in faith. The world needs your radiance, your compassion, and your unwavering hope. You are not just a participant in this life, you are a chosen one, a vessel through which God's miracles unfold. If this message has stirred your soul, take a moment to affirm it. Type Amen or 77 in the comments below, and let this be your declaration of faith. Share this message to inspire others. Subscribe to our channel for more uplifting content, and continue to shine your light brightly. May God bless you with wisdom, strength, and peace as you walk boldly in your calling. Remember, the best is yet to come. You are chosen. You are loved. You are a light in this world. Have you ever felt like there's something uniquely extraordinary about you? A quiet yet unshakable sense that you're destined for something greater? This is no coincidence. It's a divine calling, intricately woven into the fabric of your being. From the moment your journey began, the universe has been guiding you, preparing you for this exact moment, a season where all you've dreamed of, all you've worked tirelessly for, is about to manifest in ways that will leave you in awe. This is not just another chapter of your life. This is the threshold of transformation, the final step before you step into limitless abundance, profound success, and a wealth of opportunities beyond your imagination. The millions you've envisioned, the impact you've longed to make, and the life of purpose you've always dreamed of are not mere fantasies. They are your divine inheritance. As you prepare to step into this monumental shift, remember, every hardship, every tear, every sleepless night, and every challenge has been part of your preparation. Nothing you've faced has been random. You've been chosen, not by chance, but because of your resilience, faith, and the light you carry. And now, the universe is ready to reward you beyond anything you've ever imagined. Being a chosen one isn't about luck, talent, or privilege. It's about the strength of your spirit. Your journey has not been easy. You've faced relentless trials, endured moments of doubt, and experienced setbacks that could have easily broken you. Yet, you persevered. You stood firm in your faith, trusting that a greater purpose was being fulfilled even when the path seemed unclear. Think back to those moments when life tested you, when you wondered why nothing seemed to work out. Those were not setbacks. They were stepping stones, sharpening your character and fortifying your soul. Every struggle you overcame has shaped you into the resilient, powerful person you are today. The universe doesn't make mistakes, and it doesn't choose just anyone for this path. You were chosen because of your unwavering faith and your ability to rise above adversity. Like Joseph, who was betrayed, imprisoned, and seemingly forgotten, only to rise as a ruler of Egypt. Your trials were preparing you for a destiny far greater than you could have envisioned. Your resilience has proven that you are not only capable of handling abundance, but that you are destined to lead, inspire, and transform lives. You are standing on the precipice of greatness. The tests you've endured were not punishments but preparations. Every tear shed and every obstacle overcome has brought you closer to this moment. Now, as you take this final step, know that the rewards ahead are not just material. They are spiritual, emotional, and deeply fulfilling. The millions that are flowing into your life are not a coincidence. They are part of a divine plan, a tool for your mission. This wealth is not simply for personal gain. It is meant to empower you to uplift others, create meaningful change, and fulfill your purpose. Society often pits spirituality and wealth against each other, but as a chosen one, you understand that money is energy. It is a resource meant to be used for good. This is your time to break free from limiting beliefs about scarcity and step fully into the abundance mindset. You are no longer bound by past struggles or societal expectations. The universe has deemed you worthy, and the millions you are about to receive are just the beginning of a life filled with overflow, joy, and divine alignment. For too long, you may have undervalued your worth. You've been taught to believe that wanting wealth is selfish, or that spirituality requires living in lack. But it's time to release those false narratives. Abundance is your birthright. As Deuteronomy 8:18 reminds us, it is God who gives you the ability to produce wealth. Your millions are not just rewards, they are a reflection of the inner work, faith, and perseverance you've cultivated over the years. True abundance transcends material wealth. It embodies a life filled with love, peace, fulfillment, opportunities, and the freedom to live in harmony with your highest purpose. Imagine waking up each day with a deep sense of contentment, knowing that you are walking in alignment with your divine calling. The stresses and anxieties that once weighed heavily on your heart will dissipate, replaced by a profound sense of ease and flow. This is the beauty of embracing a new reality where everything you need, whether it's resources, connections, or inspiration, flows to you effortlessly. Adopting an abundance mindset is the key to unlocking this reality. It begins with the understanding that the universe is limitless, teeming with endless possibilities and blessings. There is no scarcity in a divine system. Every need can and will be met. As a chosen one, you are uniquely connected to this infinite stream of prosperity. You are not separate from abundance, you are a part of it. By shifting your perspective, you align yourself with the energy of plenty, allowing blessings to manifest in your life naturally. This mindset requires trust. Trust in the process, trust in the timing, and trust in your own worthiness to receive. Every prayer you've whispered and every dream you've held close to your heart is known to the divine. In perfect timing, these desires will manifest, often in ways far greater than you imagined. By releasing fears of lack and embracing the certainty of abundance, you step into a reality where miracles unfold effortlessly. Trust that the universe is working in your favor, aligning circumstances and opportunities to bring you a life rich in joy, purpose, and limitless possibilities. You are destined for greatness, and abundance is your birthright. Gratitude is the cornerstone of true abundance, a profound spiritual principle that unlocks the flow of blessings into your life. It is more than an emotion. It is an energetic force that connects you to the divine, amplifying the good that already exists and making space for even greater blessings to manifest. Gratitude acts as a magnet, drawing abundance toward you by aligning your energy with the frequency of receiving. When you give thanks, not only for what you have now but also for the blessings on their way, you signal to the universe that you are ready for more. As you prepare to step into your season of overflow, let gratitude flow freely from your heart. Take time each day to reflect on your journey, the trials you've overcome, the lessons you've learned, and the moments of grace that carried you through. Think back to the times when giving up seemed like the easier choice, but you pressed on with faith. Celebrate those small victories, for they paved the way for the major breakthroughs you're now experiencing. Luke 16:10 reminds us, "Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much." Your consistent gratitude, even in seasons of lack, has demonstrated your readiness to handle the abundance that is coming. Gratitude cultivates humility and fosters a deep awareness of the divine partnership in your life. Let this gratitude not only dwell in your heart but also radiate through your actions. Use it as a daily practice, a quiet moment of reflection or an intentional act of kindness that honors the blessings already in your life. As you live with a grateful spirit, you align with the limitless flow of the universe, inviting blessings beyond measure and stepping fully into the abundance that is your divine birthright. Faith has been your anchor throughout this journey. It has carried you through storms, guided you in darkness, and kept you grounded when everything seemed uncertain. Now, as you stand on the brink of manifesting your dreams, it's time to double down on that faith. Believe with every fiber of your being that the millions The success and the abundance are already yours. Faith is not the denial of reality, but the ability to see beyond it, creating a new one through trust in the divine plan. It's a powerful force that empowers you to rise above challenges and move forward, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. Faith allows you to envision a future where obstacles are stepping stones and limitations are transformed into possibilities. It's the quiet assurance that no matter how difficult things may seem, you are supported by a higher power guiding you toward your destiny. When doubts creep in, and they will, pause and reflect on how far you've already come. Consider the trials you've faced and the strength you've found to persevere. Each of those moments was a testament to your faith, a reminder of the unshakable foundation you've built. The same faith that carried you through the storms will now guide you into a season of abundance and fulfillment. As 1 Corinthians 10:13 promises, God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. This is a divine assurance that you will never face more than you are prepared to handle. Similarly, the universe's timing is perfect. It grants blessings and opportunities only when you are truly ready. The success coming your way has been carefully aligned with your growth, ensuring you have the wisdom and capacity to embrace it fully. Success can feel overwhelming, especially when it arrives after years of trials, perseverance, and hardship. It's natural to question whether you're truly deserving of this newfound abundance or worry that it might change who you are. These doubts, while human, are unnecessary burdens that no longer serve you. Let go of them now. You are ready for this success. Every challenge you've faced has prepared you, every setback has refined you, and every victory has strengthened you for this moment. It's important to understand that wealth does not corrupt. It amplifies what is already within. If your heart is grounded in purpose and aligned with the divine, your abundance will reflect that alignment. Proverbs 3:9-10 reminds us to honor the Lord with your wealth. This is the key to using success as a tool for good. Your blessings are not meant to isolate or inflate you. They are meant to expand your mission, uplift others, and make a meaningful impact. As a chosen one, you are uniquely equipped to handle this responsibility with grace and intention. Think of Joseph, who rose from betrayal and imprisonment to a position of immense power. His success wasn't just about personal gain, it served a greater purpose. His influence saved countless lives and brought restoration to his family. In the same way, your success is a divine appointment, part of a larger plan to inspire and uplift those around you. Your rise will serve as a beacon of hope, showing others what faith, perseverance, and trust in the divine can achieve. Celebrate your success with joy and humility. This moment is not an accident. It's the culmination of everything you've worked toward and believed in. Rejoice in your accomplishments, but remain rooted in gratitude and purpose. Your wealth is not just a reward. It is a resource entrusted to you for a higher mission. With every step you take, remember that this is only the beginning of what the universe has in store. Let your success be a light for others, proving that greatness is possible for those who stay faithful. This is your time to thrive, chosen one. M2. The millions flowing into your life are far more than a measure of financial success. They are a divine resource, entrusted to you for a greater purpose. While they will undoubtedly provide personal comfort and freedom, their ultimate purpose goes far beyond that. This wealth is a tool, meant to empower you to fuel your mission and amplify the light you carry within. It's an opportunity to make a profound impact, supporting your loved ones, uplifting your community, and creating opportunities for those in need. This is the true essence of abundance, using it as a force for good. Wealth in the hands of a chosen one is transformational. It is not simply about accumulating material things, but about building something greater, something that leaves a lasting legacy. Imagine the lives you can touch, the hope you can restore, and the possibilities you can create for others. Your abundance has the power to ripple outward, inspiring change and spreading light in ways you might not yet even comprehend. Luke 12:48 reminds us of an essential truth. To whom much is given, much will be required. This isn't a burden but a call to action, a sacred responsibility to use your blessings wisely. The millions you are about to receive come with the divine expectation that you will honor this trust, using your resources not just for personal gain, but to uplift and transform lives. Whether it's through charitable giving, mentoring, or creating systems of support, your wealth is a means to manifest divine purpose in the world. Embrace this responsibility with open arms and an open heart. Use your abundance to serve those around you, lifting them out of darkness and into possibility. This is why you've been chosen, not just to prosper, but to lead by example, showing others what is possible when faith, alignment, and abundance come together. Let your actions speak of your gratitude and purpose, turning your wealth into a beacon of hope that shines brightly for all to see. This is the true power of abundance, not just to receive, but to give, to serve, and to inspire. The signs of your transformation and abundance are all around you, if you take a moment to truly see them. Opportunities are appearing, often in unexpected ways. Doors that once seemed firmly shut are now swinging wide open, inviting you to step through. Synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences that align perfectly with your goals, are unfolding, confirming that you are moving in the right direction. These are not random events. They are the universe's whispers, affirming that the millions and blessings you've envisioned are already on their way to you. Trust these signs. They are a divine language, guiding you toward the fulfillment of your destiny. Your intuition, that still, small voice within, is leading you to the right people, the right circumstances, and the right opportunities. Listen to it. This guidance is the universe aligning every detail to ensure that your path to abundance is clear and purposeful. However, signs alone are not enough. They require action. Take inspired action when opportunities arise, even if they seem challenging or push you out of your comfort zone. Move boldly, knowing that every step you take, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to the abundance you deserve. Just as Moses parted the Red Sea, it wasn't simply faith, but faith combined with action that allowed the miracle to unfold. In the same way, your willingness to act will open the way for the universe to deliver what has always been meant for you. This is a partnership between you and the divine. The universe provides the signs and opportunities, but it is your courage, trust, and action that turn possibilities into reality. Step forward with confidence, knowing that you are exactly where you need to be, and the abundance you've dreamed of is closer than ever. The miracles are already in motion. Trust the process and take your rightful place in your destiny. As your millions begin to flow into your life, remember to pause and celebrate this incredible moment. Celebration is far more than just an outward expression of joy. It is a sacred act of gratitude, a powerful acknowledgement of the journey that has brought you here. Every trial you endured, every lesson you learned, and every victory along the way deserves to be honored. Celebration is your way of saying thank you to the divine for the blessings that have unfolded and continue to flow into your life. Take time to reflect on how far you've come. Consider the hardships you overcame, the perseverance you demonstrated, and the faith that carried you through even the most uncertain times. Let this moment of celebration be a reminder of your strength and resilience. You didn't arrive here by accident. It was through divine alignment, unwavering belief, and purposeful action that you reached this season of abundance. There are many ways to celebrate, and the most meaningful ones will reflect your unique journey. Perhaps it's through quiet reflection, taking time to meditate or journal about your gratitude for this milestone. Maybe it's sharing your blessings with loved ones, expressing your appreciation for those who supported you along the way. Or perhaps it's treating yourself to something special, a symbolic gesture that marks this moment as a turning point in your life. Whatever form your celebration takes, let it be authentic and heartfelt. This is not just about rejoicing in your wealth. It's about honoring the divine partnership that made it possible. Celebrate with humility and gratitude, knowing that your abundance is both a reward and a tool for greater purpose. By embracing this moment with joy, you open your heart to even more blessings, ensuring that the flow of abundance continues to expand in your life. The millions you are about to receive are not the end of your journey, but the beginning of an extraordinary new chapter filled with limitless possibilities. With great wealth comes even greater opportunities to uplift others, inspire change, and lead with purpose. This is your moment to embrace your abundance with gratitude, faith, and a clear sense of divine purpose. Trust that everything in your life has prepared you for this exact time. The best is yet to come, and your journey is just beginning. Chosen one, step boldly into your abundant future, knowing that the universe has orchestrated this season of overflow just for you. Rise with confidence, grace, and a heart open to all the blessings ahead. You were made for this moment. We are so grateful to have you here, walking this path of purpose and faith. If this message has inspired you, we invite you to subscribe to our channel and join this growing community of faith and empowerment. Don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts in the comments. Your story could encourage someone else. Let's continue to rise together, chosen one. Thank you for being part of this journey. Your time is now. Welcome, chosen ones, to this life-changing message designed exclusively for those who have been called, those who are faithful followers of Christ, seeking deeper understanding, encouragement, and unwavering strength. If you do not know Him yet, this message might not resonate with your heart in the same way. But if you are among those who believe, those who have felt the touch of the Holy Spirit and know that they are set apart, then stay, listen, and let these words ignite something powerful within you. Prepare for revelation. As chains break, faith strengthens, and your divine purpose becomes clearer than ever before. This is a word meant to reach deep into your spirit and remind you who you are in Christ. Today, I speak to you not just as a voice, but as a vessel of God's truth. I come with a message that carries the fire of heaven, designed to set your soul ablaze and awaken the sleeping giant within you. This is not an ordinary message, but a call, a divine clarion for the chosen. Some of you have been carrying heavy burdens, feeling as if the weight of the world has pressed against your very soul. You may have wondered if God still hears you, if He sees your tears and knows your pain. I'm here to tell you, chosen ones, that the answer is a resounding yes. God's promises for you are greater than any struggle you face. Understand this: what you are enduring right now is not the conclusion of your story. No, it is the very beginning of your breakthrough. The sleepless nights, the battles that seem relentless, and the broken dreams are not signs of defeat. They are the birth pangs of something extraordinary. If you hear my voice today, and if the Spirit of God stirs within you, know that God has not forgotten you. Do not quit. You are on the brink of a miracle, standing at the threshold of your breakthrough. Let me take you back to the story of Joseph, a story of betrayal, hardship, and ultimately, triumph. Joseph was sold into slavery by his own brothers, those who should have protected him. He was falsely accused and thrown into prison for a crime he did not commit. At every step, Joseph had a reason to surrender to despair, yet he clung to the promises of God, even when the darkness surrounded him. Genesis 50:20 says, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives." Joseph's story teaches us that the pit is not your destiny, and the prison is not the final chapter of your life. The journey from the pit to the palace was orchestrated by God, and the same God who lifted Joseph will lift you. The very chains that were meant to bind you will be broken by the power of God, turning your trials into testimonies. Your struggles are a setup for your promotion, a divine arrangement that is molding you for something far greater. Romans 8:28 reminds us, "And we know that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to His purpose." Chosen one, hold this truth close to your heart. You have been called according to His divine purpose, set apart for something greater than your present circumstances. Even when life feels chaotic and the pieces seem scattered beyond repair, trust that God is working behind the scenes. His hands are in every detail, crafting beauty from what appears broken. Every tear you've shed, every prayer you've whispered in the silence, and every moment of pain you've endured is not wasted. It is woven into His plan, a testament to His unwavering love and wisdom. Remember, you are not walking this path alone. The Lord walks beside you, sustaining you with His strength. His promises are unbreakable and true, even in the darkest valleys. Do not let doubt or fear rob you of this truth. Stand firm, knowing that God's purpose for you will come to pass in His perfect timing. Trust Him with each step, for His plans for you are greater than you can imagine. The waiting season. It can feel like an eternity. For some, the silence of God during this period can be the hardest part. You have prayed, fasted, and believed, yet nothing seems to change. The enemy whispers in your ear, telling you that your breakthrough will never come, that God has forgotten you. But hear this: God's delays are not denials. His timing is perfect. Consider Abraham and Sarah. They were promised a son, but years passed, and still, there was no fulfillment. Impatience led them to take matters into their own hands, resulting in Ishmael, but God's plan was still intact. The promise was Isaac, and at the appointed time, Isaac was born. Genesis 21:1 declares, "The Lord visited Sarah as He had said, and the Lord did for Sarah as He had promised." Know that God will do what He has promised in your life as well. It may not come when you expect it, or in the way you imagine, but it will come. His word never returns void. Isaiah 40:31 promises, "But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." In seasons of waiting, when life feels stagnant and challenges seem insurmountable, remember that God is at work. Your strength is being renewed even when you don't perceive it. You may feel weary now, weakened by trials or weighed down by uncertainty, but God is using this time to build you up from within. He is fortifying your spirit, strengthening your faith, and preparing you for the path that lies ahead. Do not confuse waiting with inactivity. Waiting on the Lord is an active state of trust and expectation, where your spirit clings to His promises. It is in these moments of stillness that God works most profoundly, shaping your character, deepening your resilience, and aligning your steps with His divine purpose. Even when the evidence of His work is hidden, rest assured that He is moving on your behalf. Trust in Him, and you will find that when the time comes, you will soar, run, and walk with newfound strength and unyielding endurance. There are many among you who feel as though you have been wandering in a wilderness for far too long. The wilderness can be barren, dry, and lonely. You ask, "Why, Lord? Why am I here?" But I need you to understand that the wilderness is not a place of punishment. It is a place of preparation. When God delivered the Israelites from Egypt, they did not immediately enter the promised land. Instead, they spent 40 years in the wilderness. Why? Because the wilderness was where God prepared them. It was where they learned to trust Him for daily provision, where they learned to follow His guidance, by a cloud by day and fire by night. The wilderness was a training ground for their victory. Deuteronomy 8:2 reminds us of God's purpose in leading His people through the wilderness. Remember how the Lord your God led you all the way in the wilderness these 40 years, to humble and test you in order to know what was in your heart. This season of your life, though it may feel barren and difficult, holds deeper meaning. God is using your wilderness not to break you, but to shape you, stripping away what does not belong and refining your character. He is testing your heart, ensuring that your faith is strong, steadfast, and ready for the blessings He has prepared. In the wilderness, distractions are removed, and what remains is the true essence of your dependence on Him. It is in this sacred space that you learn resilience, trust, and surrender. The trials you face are not pointless. They are molding you, teaching you to lean fully on God's provision and guidance. Chosen ones, do not lose hope. The wilderness is not your final destination but a passage, the road to your breakthrough. Hold fast to His promises, for beyond the wilderness lies the land of fulfillment and purpose. Trust that every step, no matter how challenging, is drawing you closer to His greater plan. For some, the journey has been long and painful, filled with countless moments of doubt. You may feel as though your faith is being tested beyond its limits. But let me remind you of the woman with the issue of blood. She suffered for 12 years, spending everything she had on doctors, only to grow worse. She lived in isolation, pain, and hopelessness. But when she heard that Jesus was near, something within her sparked. She pushed through the crowd, despite her weakness and the obstacles, knowing that if she could just touch the hem of His garment, she would be healed. And she was. Her healing did not come from the crowd or from the many physicians she had sought for years. It came from an unshakable, desperate faith that drove her to push through doubt and discouragement, to reach for the hem of Jesus' garment. This act of faith changed everything. With a touch, power flowed, and healing came instantly. Chosen ones, let this story remind you, do not give up now. You may be on the verge of your own breakthrough closer than you think. The enemy knows when you are near victory, which is why the trials seem fiercest right before the breakthrough. Darkness rages before the dawn. The storm roars loudest before it calms. This is not the time to waver or fall back. Hold fast, keep pressing forward, keep lifting your prayers to heaven with unwavering trust. Your miracle is within reach. It may be one prayer, one step, or one simple act of faith away. Let each moment be filled with hope and a firm belief that the God who heard her silent cry will hear yours. Keep pushing through the noise and the struggle, for your victory is closer than it appears. Consider Elijah, who prayed for rain after a long drought. 6 times he sent his servant to look for a sign, and 6 times there was nothing. But Elijah didn't stop praying. On the 7th time, the servant reported a small cloud, as tiny as a man's hand, rising from the sea. It was small and seemingly insignificant, but Elijah knew it was the beginning of the breakthrough. That little cloud brought a downpour that ended the drought. 1 Kings 18:44 tells us, "Then it came to pass the 7th time that he said, 'There is a cloud, as small as a man's hand, rising out of the sea.'" Chosen ones, do not despise small beginnings or overlook the subtle signs that God places in your path. That tiny cloud on the horizon, no larger than a man's hand, may seem insignificant at first. Yet, it was that very cloud that signaled the end of a long drought and the coming of a downpour in the days of Elijah. Similarly, that small glimmer of hope in your life, that whisper of encouragement or flicker of opportunity, may be the very sign that a flood of blessings is on its way. Remember, God's promises are unfailing. They are yes and amen. He is not a man that he should lie, nor does he waver in what he has declared over your life. Even when circumstances seem slow or progress seems minimal, trust that he is working behind the scenes, orchestrating every detail according to his perfect plan. Do not grow weary in waiting or lose faith in the process. Keep nurturing that seed of faith, believing that what he has started in you, he will surely complete. The downpour of his blessings, the fulfillment of his promises is coming. Hold fast, for what he has spoken will come to pass in his perfect timing. Some of you feel crushed by the weight of your trials. You are tired, and giving up seems like the easiest option. But remember this: God did not create you to be defeated. Isaiah 54:17 declares, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper." The battle is fierce because you are on the brink of victory. The enemy wants you to quit before you cross the finish line, but you were not made to quit. The fire within you is stronger than the storm around you. Lift your head and stand firm, for you are not defined by your struggles or circumstances. Walk confidently in the victory that has already been won for you through Christ. Remember, you are not a victim shackled by the weight of your trials. You are a victor, strengthened and redeemed by the one who overcame the world. God's promises over your life shine brighter than any mountain looming before you. His word stands unshakable, unwavering, even when the path ahead seems veiled in uncertainty. You may not see the entire journey, and there may be moments when doubt whispers that the struggle is too much to bear. But trust that God is guiding you, step by faithful step, through every season and challenge. Do not let weariness or fear stop you now. Each prayer, each step forward, draws you closer to the fulfillment of His divine plan. You are on the brink of breakthrough, nearer than you've ever been. Stand tall, breathe in His promises, and move forward with courage. What God has begun in you, He will bring to completion. The victory is already yours. Hold on to that truth and press onward. As you take in this message, do not let it fade away like a fleeting emotion. Let it stir your spirit and move you to action. Share this message with others who need it. There are many souls who are silently struggling, feeling the weight of their calling and battling to keep their faith alive. Be the voice that reminds them that God sees them, that He honors their faith, and that their breakthrough is near. Comment, Amen, as an affirmation of your faith. Let it be a bold declaration that you stand with God's promises. Each Amen is more than a word. It is a statement of belief, a proclamation that you are chosen, called, and prepared to walk in the fullness of God's plan for you. If this message has touched your heart, subscribe and join this community of believers. Together, we walk this path, supporting each other through trials and celebrating victories. Stay connected, stay encouraged, and keep your eyes fixed on the promises of God. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, in the mighty name of Jesus, we come before your throne, hearts ablaze with the knowledge that you are the God of all flesh, the God of every breakthrough, and the God who never fails. Lord, as I lift up every chosen one under the sound of my voice, I ask that you pour out your Spirit like never before. Let your fire fall from heaven and consume every doubt, every fear, and every obstacle standing in the way of their destiny. Father, for those who are weary and on the verge of giving up, I declare by the power of the Holy Spirit that they will rise up. I proclaim that chains of discouragement are breaking right now in Jesus' name. You have called them for a purpose, and the struggle they face is not the end but the beginning of something far greater. Ignite their hearts with fresh faith, unshakable boldness, and the courage to keep pressing forward. Your word declares that you are our refuge and strength, a very present help in times of trouble. Right now, I decree that every burden is being lifted, every heavy yoke destroyed, and every stronghold of the enemy is falling in Jesus' name. Father, I call forth your promises over their lives. No weapon formed against them shall prosper because you are their shield and fortress. Let them see your mighty hand at work. Let them witness miracles and breakthroughs that defy human understanding. Holy Spirit, flood every wilderness season with your presence. We know that you are not silent in the wilderness. You are speaking, moving, and preparing them for a greater purpose. Chosen ones, rise up with renewed strength. Declare that you are chosen, called, and anointed for this moment. The trials are real, but they are temporary. God's promises are eternal and unfailing. Your breakthrough is near, and the victory is yours. Hold on to this truth and walk forward with confidence. Remember, God is with you every step of the way, guiding you, strengthening you, and preparing you for the blessings to come. You are a victor in Christ Jesus, and nothing can take that away. Do not keep this message to yourself. Share it, spread it, and let others be ignited by the truth of God's word. Your small act of faith, whether through sharing, commenting, or subscribing, can be the spark that lights the fire in someone else's life. Let us walk this journey together, trusting in God's faithfulness, and watch as He moves in ways we never imagined. You are chosen. You are called. Your faith, no matter how small, can move mountains. If this message has blessed you, consider subscribing to support this mission of spreading God's word far and wide. Each subscription helps share hope and encouragement with those who need it most. Thank you for being part of this journey, for being a light in someone's darkness, and for standing firm in faith. Stop scrolling for just a moment. Take a deep breath and allow yourself to consider a powerful possibility. That you're here, right now, feeling the deep ache of separation from someone you thought would always be close. Your mom. Perhaps you've wrestled with the feeling that something precious has been torn from you, that a bond you once relied upon seems distant or unreachable. And yet, what if this distance, this undeniable gap, is not random? What if it is part of a divine design, carefully woven into the fabric of your life, not as a punishment, but as a path to something greater? The pain you carry, the isolation that weighs on your heart, it may not be as meaningless as it feels in your darkest moments. Every tear you've shed, every moment of loneliness, could be a refining fire, sent not to break you down but to shape you for a unique purpose that no one else can fulfill. God may have set you apart, chosen you for something so powerful that it requires a strength and resilience forged only through difficulty. This isn't the path everyone else walks, and maybe it isn't supposed to be. Have you ever considered that every hardship, every painful memory, has been like stepping stones leading you toward a destiny that only God can fully see? When we feel abandoned or misunderstood, it's natural to wonder if there's any purpose in it all. But what if these very struggles are the groundwork for a future that requires a unique type of strength, a strength few can understand, because few have walked this same path? Since childhood, you may have felt a unique distance, a chasm between you and your mother, something so deep, it often seemed unbridgeable. While others around you shared moments of warmth and comfort with their families, perhaps you found yourself standing on the outside, feeling the ache of loneliness and questioning why you felt so alone. It's a feeling that is difficult to explain and even harder to carry, making you wonder if you are somehow unworthy or undeserving of love and acceptance. But what if this distance, this feeling of separation, was never a sign of abandonment or rejection? What if it was instead an indication of something profound, a signal that God has chosen you for a special purpose that requires a path unlike any other? This isn't a punishment. It's preparation. God is not keeping you away from love. He's carving out space for a love far beyond human understanding. He's stripping away earthly distractions to prepare you to fully receive His purpose. Through the absence, He speaks with clarity, drawing you closer to Him. From a young age, you may have sensed that your path was different, marked by a unique calling that set you apart from others. While many around you found their strength and identity within the warmth of family bonds, you felt a deeper pull, a divine nudge guiding you to lean solely on God. This sense of separation may have felt isolating at times, but it was never a mark of weakness or inadequacy. Instead, it was God's way of building a strength in you that could only come through solitude and dependence on Him alone. Think of this isolation as a training ground, much like that of a warrior being prepared for a mission that requires focus, resilience, and unbreakable faith. In solitude, a warrior is stripped of comforts, left with only the essentials, so that strength and skill can be honed without distraction. In the same way, God has allowed this space of separation in your life, removing certain attachments so that you can rely fully on Him. He is stripping away any dependencies that might hinder your calling, ensuring that your faith is anchored firmly in Him. Through this experience, God is teaching you resilience, a deep inner strength that does not waver under pressure. Each moment of solitude becomes a lesson, each challenge a stepping stone, building within you the character and endurance necessary for the higher purpose He has in store. This process may feel isolating, but it is a sacred preparation, a refining season where God is shaping you to stand strong, fully reliant on His guidance and grace. You are being prepared for something extraordinary, something that requires you to walk a path less traveled. God is calling you to trust Him deeply, to find your identity, your strength, and your purpose in Him alone. In this space of separation, He is forming you into someone who can withstand trials, rise above challenges, and fulfill a calling that goes beyond the ordinary. This path may be different, but it is designed with divine intention, preparing you to step into a life marked by purpose and guided by His unfailing hand. The love you've longed for, the family connection you may have envied in others. It's not that God ignored your need. He saw it and chose to fill it Himself with a love that is perfect, unchanging, and unfailing. He needed you free from the limitations of earthly attachment because your calling requires a different kind of strength. Others may find comfort in constant affirmation, but you've been sustained by something deeper, the unshakable power of God's love. Picture yourself on a battlefield, a soldier trained in isolation for a war you may not have fully understood. While others leaned on their mothers, you learned to fight alone. In the emptiness left by human absence, you discovered a divine fullness, a love that doesn't fade, a connection that doesn't break. Every tear, every sleepless night spent questioning your worth. These were all part of a grander plan to prepare you for a strength and resilience others cannot match. Your mother's distance, her absence, was not an accident. Each struggle, each wordless conflict, each cold silence, they were tools, divine chisels breaking away the unnecessary to reveal the masterpiece within. You were not just hurt, you were sharpened. Every argument, every cutting remark, every emotional sabotage was a lesson in standing firm. Through these challenges, God was cultivating within you a resilience that runs deep. He was teaching you not to be easily swayed, preparing you to hold steadfastly to your identity and purpose, even when faced with opposition. The adversity wasn't meant to crush you, but to build within you an unwavering strength and a profound sense of self that could only emerge through the fire. In every hurt, there was a refining, a way to transform the pain into power, the wounds into wisdom, and to reveal the strength God always saw in you. The pain you felt wasn't meant to define you, but to refine you. Your struggles with your mother weren't just personal. They were cosmic clashes, battles between who you are called to be and who the world would have you remain. Perhaps you were wounded by criticism that seemed relentless, by manipulations that twisted your heart, by coldness that left you questioning your worth. These were not random hardships. They were intentional wounds meant to prepare you for a purpose far beyond the ordinary. Through these wounds, God has forged an armor around you. Others may falter under the weight of life's pressures, but you have already endured the furnace's heat, and it has only made you stronger. This is why your path has been different, harder. You were never meant to lean on human validation. God needed you to seek your worth in Him alone. Your identity isn't tied to earthly approval, but is rooted in the Creator who shaped you with divine purpose. The strained words, the unspoken coldness, they were chisels that shaped you, removing parts that would hinder your calling. Through the pain, God was strengthening you, making you resilient, unbreakable. You may have felt abandoned, but in reality, God was present, molding you into a vessel for His work. Every tear, every lonely moment served as a sacred tool, refining you into who you were meant to be. Perhaps you've wondered, why? Why did the relationship with your mother seem so fraught with pain, as if it was destined to leave a lasting ache? The answer, though complex in feeling, is both simple and profound. God never intended for your sense of self, your identity, to be shaped by her approval or acceptance. Her role in your life, with all its imperfections and limitations, was never meant to be the foundation of your worth or the lens through which you see yourself. Instead, her limitations were a divine sign, a reminder of the insufficiency of earthly relationships and of the way human bonds can fall short. Each moment of distance, each unmet need, was gently guiding you toward something far greater, toward Him. God used the limitations in your relationship with your mother to reveal a powerful truth. Human connections, as meaningful as they are, cannot be the ultimate source of our identity or worth. While others may have found their confidence or validation within family bonds, God had a different path in mind for you. He allowed this distance not as punishment, but as preparation, gently leading you to discover that your true value comes from Him alone. He wanted you to know that your identity is firmly rooted in His love, a love that is constant, complete, and unfailing. In those moments when you sought validation from her and were met with disappointment, God was drawing you closer, teaching you to find your security and purpose in Him. This separation is not a mark of failure or loss. It is a sacred invitation to be grounded in something more lasting than any human relationship. God has called you to a unique journey, one that begins with Him and finds its fulfillment in His purpose for your life. Perhaps you've wondered, why? Why did the relationship with your mother seem so fraught with pain, as if it was destined to leave a lasting ache? The answer, though complex in feeling, is both simple and profound. God never intended for your sense of self, your identity, to be shaped by her approval or acceptance. Her role in your life, with all its imperfections and limitations, was never meant to be the foundation of your worth or the lens through which you see yourself. Instead, her limitations were a divine sign, a reminder of the insufficiency of earthly relationships and of the way human bonds can fall short. Each moment of distance, each unmet need, was gently guiding you toward something far greater, toward Him. God used the limitations in your relationship with your mother to reveal a powerful truth. Human connections, as meaningful as they are, cannot be the ultimate source of our identity or worth. While others may have found their confidence or validation within family bonds, God had a different path in mind for you. He allowed this distance not as punishment, but as preparation, gently leading you to discover that your true value comes from Him alone. He wanted you to know that your identity is firmly rooted in His love, a love that is constant, complete, and unfailing. In those moments when you sought validation from her and were met with disappointment, God was drawing you closer, teaching you to find your security and purpose in Him. This separation is not a mark of failure or loss. It is a sacred invitation to be grounded in something more lasting than any human relationship. God has called you to a unique journey, one that begins with Him and finds its fulfillment in His purpose for your life. This separation, this divine pruning, is God's way of preparing you for the next level. It may feel like isolation, but it's the sacred ground where transformation happens. God has stripped away earthly ties that once defined you, removing anything that could limit the purpose He has in mind for you. Every moment of separation, every tear, is a tool in God's hands, shaping you into a vessel strong enough to carry His purpose. Think of yourself as metal, heated and hammered to become unbreakable. This process is not punishment, it's refinement, burning away vulnerabilities that could hinder your mission. The relationships that once defined you, that may have even limited you, are being removed. You are being promoted to a higher calling that demands more from you than you could ever have imagined. In the spaces left by human absence, God's presence becomes undeniable and profoundly comforting. Where earthly love may have faltered, God's love fills every empty corner, reaching into the depths of your heart in ways no human connection ever could. The voids left by relationships that may have fallen short were never meant to remain empty. They are intentional spaces designed for God to fill, to demonstrate that His love alone is all-encompassing and sufficient to meet your every need. God has not allowed this separation or distance to harm you, but has instead used it as an invitation to draw you nearer to Him. The limitations of your earthly mother, her inability to meet every emotional or spiritual need, are not reflections of any inadequacy in you. Rather, they are gentle reminders that your deepest needs were always meant to be fulfilled by your Heavenly Father. The love you seek, the security you crave, and the understanding that often feels elusive are all perfectly found in Him. This separation highlights a sacred truth, that God's role in your life is unique and irreplaceable. Where human relationships are bound by limitations and imperfections, God's love remains unwavering, endlessly patient, and without condition. Through this experience, He is showing you that your worth and identity are rooted in Him, not in the validation or understanding of others. In every space where human love could not reach, God's presence grows stronger, filling your life with a love that heals, sustains, and affirms your true value. He is drawing you closer, teaching you to depend on Him completely, and showing you that He alone can fulfill the desires of your heart in ways that are eternal, pure, and boundless. God wanted your dependence to be on Him alone, not diluted by human affections. Through every tear, every moment of silence, He was building in you a spiritual resilience, a strength that is anchored in an unshakable foundation. This separation isn't a punishment or a mark of failure. It's a divine calling to rely on God alone. You are chosen, set apart, refined through every moment of loneliness and heartache. This separation is proof of your calling. It's a divine preparation, a sacred crucible where God has been molding you into the vessel He needs. Your pain isn't in vain. It's a testimony, a witness to the work God is doing within you. Embrace this truth. Walk boldly in the knowledge that your story is part of a grand design. Let your journey, your growth, be a light for others who feel the weight of separation. In every hardship, trust that God's plan is perfect, that He is using every moment to shape you for a purpose beyond what you can see. Step forward with courage, knowing that you are not defined by the wounds of the past, but by the divine calling that marks your life.
In today's world, many individuals hold on to the belief that if they don't believe in witchcraft or other spiritual forces, those forces cannot affect them. It's a comforting thought, one that provides a sense of control and safety in an unpredictable world. However, what if this belief is far from the truth? What if spiritual forces, whether acknowledged or not, operate independently of human belief, influencing lives, relationships, and destinies? In spiritual matters, ignorance is not a defense. In fact, it can be a dangerous vulnerability. In the Bible, Hosea 4:6 warns, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge." This powerful verse speaks directly to the heart of spiritual blindness. Just because someone chooses to reject or dismiss the existence of spiritual warfare doesn't mean they are immune to its effects. In fact, disbelief can give the forces of darkness an advantage, allowing them to operate unchecked and unnoticed. It is only through knowledge, vigilance, and spiritual discernment that we can protect ourselves from these unseen dangers. The spiritual world is not a faraway, mythical place. It is intertwined with our daily lives, influencing our thoughts, emotions, and actions, often without our awareness. One of the most common ways this influence manifests is through our dreams. Dreams, often dismissed as mere fragments of our subconscious, are in fact a powerful communication channel between the spiritual and physical realms. They can serve as warnings, guidance, or, unfortunately, a playground for witchcraft and spiritual oppression. In this video, we will explore 12 distinct types of dreams that may signify witchcraft activities in your life. By understanding these dreams, you can begin to take control of your spiritual health, defend yourself against unseen attacks, and reclaim your power through prayer, fasting, and faith. If this resonates with you, Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful content that will help you grow spiritually and stay empowered in your journey. Let's dive in. Throughout history, dreams have held a place of great significance in many cultures and spiritual traditions. Ancient civilizations, from the Egyptians to the Babylonians, saw dreams as messages from the divine or from the spirit world. In the Bible, God frequently used dreams to communicate with his people, giving them guidance, warnings, and revelations. Joseph, for example, was able to rise to power in Egypt because of his ability to interpret Pharaoh's dreams, which were divinely inspired. Even today, though modern society often downplays or overlooks the importance of dreams, they remain a powerful tool for spiritual communication. While some dreams may indeed be the mind's way of processing daily experiences, others have deeper, more profound meanings. These spiritual dreams are windows into the unseen world, offering glimpses of what is happening behind the veil of our physical reality. Witchcraft, which operates in secrecy, often uses dreams as a medium to establish connections with the unaware. Through dreams, evil covenants can be made, spiritual attacks can be launched, and one's destiny can be altered without their knowledge. That is why it is crucial to learn how to recognize the signs of witchcraft in your dreams and take immediate action to counteract these forces. One of the most overlooked aspects of dreams is their potential to reveal hidden spiritual attacks. While we sleep, our defenses are down and our spirits are more vulnerable. The enemy often takes advantage of this, launching attacks or forging spiritual covenants that manifest in the physical realm through sickness, failure, poverty, and broken relationships. By paying close attention to your dreams, you can uncover these hidden schemes and protect yourself from further harm. Food is a powerful symbol in both the physical and spiritual realms. In many cultures, sharing a meal represents fellowship, unity, and covenant. However, when it comes to dreams, eating can have a far more sinister meaning. If you find yourself frequently eating in your dreams, especially if the food is unfamiliar or unpleasant, it could be a sign of witchcraft at work in your life. In the spiritual realm, food is often used as a tool for establishing covenants between the dreamer and the forces of darkness. These demonic meals are designed to defile the dreamer's spirit, creating a spiritual bond that allows the enemy to exert influence over their life. The types of food you consume in the dream are also significant. Eating raw meat, blood, or any unclean substances is particularly troubling, as it signifies a deep level of spiritual pollution. For example, in certain African spiritual traditions, it is believed that when one consumes food in a dream, they are participating in a ritual designed to enslave their spirit to a particular demonic power. This is why it is crucial to take action immediately after having such a dream. Upon waking, it is recommended to begin the day with fasting and prayer, asking God to cleanse your spirit and break any covenants that may have been formed during the dream. Dogs are often seen as loyal companions, but in dreams, they can take on a far more threatening role. If you dream of being bitten by a dog, it could signify a witchcraft attack aimed at causing betrayal, illness, or broken relationships. Dogs, especially in the context of dreams, can represent familiar spirits or agents of witchcraft sent by those close to you, such as friends or family members. It's important to note that not every dream of a dog bite is indicative of a witchcraft attack. However, if you consistently have dreams of being bitten or attacked by dogs, especially in settings that seem unusual or threatening, this could be a sign that someone close to you is involved in witchcraft or is unknowingly being used by spiritual forces to harm you. Jesus warned in Matthew 10:36 that a man's enemies will be the members of his own household. This doesn't necessarily mean that your family members are practicing witchcraft, but it could suggest that spiritual attacks are coming from sources that are familiar or trusted. After such dreams, it's essential to pray for protection against any hidden enemies and to ask God for discernment to uncover the source of the attack. One of the most common signs of witchcraft at work in someone's life is the recurring dream of seeing dead or deceased relatives. While many people might find comfort in seeing a beloved family member who has passed on, it is important to recognize that these dreams are not what they seem. According to spiritual teachings, the dead have no place among the living, and any interaction with them in a dream is a sign of something much darker at play. In many cases, dreams of deceased relatives indicate the presence of generational curses or covenants that have been made by ancestors. These curses can manifest in various ways, including poverty, illness, or cycles of failure. The spirits of the deceased in these dreams are not actually your loved ones, but familiar spirits, demonic entities that take on the appearance of people you know in order to deceive you and maintain the generational curse over your life. When you wake from a dream where you have encountered a deceased relative, it is essential to reject any interaction or agreement that may have taken place during the dream. Pray for God's protection over your life and break any generational curses that may be affecting you. The Bible warns us in Deuteronomy 18:10-12 against communicating with the dead or engaging in necromancy, as it opens doors for spiritual oppression. If you find yourself being beaten or physically assaulted in a dream, this is a clear sign of spiritual warfare. The people or forces attacking you in the dream may represent demonic entities or spiritual enemies seeking to weaken your spirit. Such dreams are often indicators that you are under a heavy spiritual attack, and if left unaddressed, they can manifest as physical, emotional, or financial struggles in your waking life. It's important to remember that the battle in the dream is not a mere fight for dominance. It's a symbolic representation of a spiritual battle for your soul, your destiny, or your relationships. Even if you don't recognize the individuals attacking you, the spiritual message remains the same. You are in a fight, and you need to engage in spiritual warfare through prayer, fasting, and seeking God's protection. Dreams where you find yourself tied up, locked in a prison, or confined to a cage indicate that you are experiencing spiritual bondage. In these dreams, you are unable to move freely, symbolizing restrictions placed on your life, whether they be financial, emotional, or even spiritual. These dreams often point to witchcraft activities that are hindering your progress and preventing you from achieving success. You may find that despite your best efforts, you cannot seem to break through in your career, relationships, or personal growth. This is because spiritually, you are in a prison, unable to move forward. If you experience such dreams, it's vital to pray against every spiritual limitation, asking God to break the chains that bind you and set you free from any forces holding you back. Engaging in sexual activity in a dream is one of the most potent signs of witchcraft. These dreams are not merely the product of human desire, They are spiritual encounters with demonic entities. These entities often take the form of a familiar person, someone you know or are attracted to, but in reality, they are spirits aiming to create evil covenants with you. Such sexual dreams are serious spiritual attacks. They represent the infiltration of your life by forces of darkness that seek to sow seeds of lust, perversion, and destruction. These dreams can lead to significant negative consequences, including difficulties in marriage, financial instability, and emotional turmoil. Upon waking from a sexual dream, it is crucial to reject the encounter through prayer. You must renounce any covenant that might have been formed and seek God's intervention to cleanse and protect your spirit. If you dream of burials, whether it's seeing your personal belongings being buried, attending a funeral, or even seeing yourself in a casket, this is a clear sign of witchcraft activity. These dreams symbolize spiritual death and the enemy's attempt to destroy your destiny. In the spiritual realm, burying someone or something represents putting an end to their progress or potential. It is the enemy's way of saying, "You are finished." However, it is important to remember that God has the power to resurrect and restore what the enemy has tried to bury. If you have such a dream, pray fervently to reclaim your destiny. Ask God to resurrect every part of your life that the enemy has attempted to destroy. Matthew 8:22 reminds us, "Let the dead bury their own dead." We, as followers of Christ, are called to live spiritually alive lives, and no power of darkness can end our God-given purpose. Rats and roaches are notorious pests, and in the spiritual world they represent destruction, poverty, and household wickedness. Dreaming of these creatures often signals that witchcraft forces are at work, seeking to destroy your wealth, health, and peace. If you dream of rats eating your food or roaches destroying your belongings, this could indicate that spiritual forces are attempting to bring poverty into your life. They may also signify hidden attacks aimed at sabotaging your career, relationships, or health. Upon waking from such a dream, take it as a call to spiritual action. Pray against every spirit of destruction and poverty that has been sent against you. God has promised in His Word to provide for all our needs, and through prayer you can reclaim your provision and protection. Hair, in many cultures and spiritual traditions, symbolizes glory, honor, and strength. In the Bible, we see this clearly in the story of Samson, whose strength was tied to his hair. Therefore, if you dream of someone cutting or shaving your hair, it indicates that the enemy is attacking your glory. These dreams may represent a loss of influence, authority, or spiritual power. You may find yourself losing opportunities, respect, or success in areas where you were once thriving. This is a clear sign that spiritual forces are working to diminish your glory. If you have such a dream, pray to restore your glory and authority. God has the power to restore what the enemy has stolen, and through faith and prayer, your strength and influence can be renewed. Blood is a powerful symbol in both the physical and spiritual worlds. In the Bible, blood represents life, and dreaming of blood, especially your own, can be a warning of impending danger or loss. If you see yourself losing blood in a dream, it could indicate that the enemy is planning an attack on your health, your life, or your spiritual vitality. For pregnant women, dreams involving blood can be a warning sign of complications with their pregnancy or a potential loss. However, instead of succumbing to fear, You should take such dreams to God in prayer. Ask for protection over your life, your family, and your health. Remember that the blood of Jesus is more powerful than any spiritual attack. Bees in the natural world are known for their organization and precision. Similarly, in the spiritual realm, dreams of being attacked by bees indicate that the enemy is launching a highly strategic attack against you. These attacks are not random, but are designed to target specific areas of your life, whether it be your health, finances, or relationships. If you dream of being chased or stung by bees, you must respond with strategic prayers. These dreams call for more than just general prayers. They require focused, intentional spiritual warfare to counteract the precision of the enemy's attack. Dreams of being chased are among the most common signs of witchcraft activity. In these dreams, you may be running from a person, an animal, or an unknown force. The fear and panic you experience in the dream are not only reflective of what is happening in the dream, but may also indicate that you are running from spiritual attacks in your waking life. Being chased in a dream suggests that the enemy is trying to instill fear, anxiety, or a sense of hopelessness in you. This type of dream is meant to keep you in a state of spiritual and emotional paralysis, unable to stand firm in faith. To combat these dreams, you must stand your ground spiritually. Pray for courage and faith to face any spiritual attack. Remember, fear is one of the enemy's most powerful tools, but God has given us the spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. The journey of understanding your dreams and recognizing spiritual attacks is not a path of fear, but one of empowerment. Through knowledge, vigilance, and faith, you can reclaim your life from any spiritual oppression that may be affecting you. Witchcraft and spiritual forces may work in secrecy, but God has given us the tools, prayer, fasting, and His Word, to overcome every attack. This video has guided you through 12 dreams that can indicate witchcraft activities in your life. By paying attention to these signs and acting swiftly, you can protect your spiritual well-being, break generational curses, and live a life of freedom and purpose. Remember, God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. When armed with the right knowledge and a strong connection to God, no force of darkness can prevail against you. Stay vigilant, stay prayerful, and continue seeking the light of God in every aspect of your life. As you remain steadfast in your spiritual journey, remember that God's guidance is always present, lighting your path and protecting you from unseen dangers. Through prayer and spiritual awareness, you can overcome any challenge and walk in the fullness of your divine purpose. Thank you for taking the time to explore these insights with us. If you found this message meaningful, please consider subscribing to our channel for more content that supports your spiritual growth and empowerment. Your continued presence and support mean the world to us as we journey together toward a deeper understanding of faith and spiritual strength.